What you need in stock with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
With Coach Seth Greenberg and former Tennessee All-American Ron Slade, Kevin Connors coming up on the Jeep Halftime Report. We'll preview Kentucky, Carolina, plus check in on Tennessee in Central New York against Syracuse.
I appreciate it, guys.
Slade, what do you like about Cam Boozer?
Cam Boozer, the patience that he plays with, going and setting himself up, is a totally different thing. It's like a veteran. It's like he's 29, 30 years old out there playing coach.
You can't let Cam Boozer beat you. He's got 14. Cole Pete had 30 against these dudes. You got to double and make someone else a playmaker or a scorer.
Dan and Jay, great start to the ACC-SEC Challenge. We'll see you at the half.
Devin, thank you. And the conference as a whole would love a much better showing, Jay, than they had last year. We talked about it. The SEC won 14-2, and it seemed to kind of set the tone for both conferences last season in a positive sense for the SEC and in a negative sense for the ACC.
Yeah, I mean, the 14-2 wasn't just that. In the 14 wins the SEC had, they won by an average of 16 points. In the 2 ACC wins, they won by an average of, I think, 3. Yeah. And Clemson beat Kentucky, Duke beat Auburn here in Cameron Indoor Stadium. But there was no question the better league. The SEC last year was, in my view, the best league there's ever been, top to bottom.
Bland flying in, misses the layup, out of bounds to Duke. And Florida is shooting just 30% from the field and just 2 for 13 from 3. They just cannot buy a bucket right now.
Everything has been contested. And Duke has really put very good pressure on the ball. And they've walled up inside and really protected the paint well. Now, Florida's got a number of, they might have about 9 offensive rebounds, but they haven't been able to capitalize on those offensive rebounds and turn them into points.
Yeah, 9 offensive rebounds for 2 second chance points is almost unheard of as Gungba traveled. Big 238 here for the Gators to stay within range or maybe try to cut into this deficit a little bit. Hauk has been their go-to guy. Look at the spin and a goaltending call, or was it? There was not. And Todd Golden is hopping mad.
That hit the backboard.
Yeah. But if it's not called live, it cannot be looked at. A bucket for Foster at the other end, and it sure looked like that should have been a basket for Florida. Shinyolu one-on-one with Gungba. And it is going against the Gators. Let's get another look at that non-goaltending call. Oh, yeah.
That wasn't even close.
Nope. That is a miss and a couple of points that should have been counted for the Gators. But again, if it's not called live, it cannot be reviewed. If it is called live, then you can they can have a look at it. You can challenge it, that sort of thing. But if it's not called, it's play on.
I think last year, the truth is that would have been an automatic call because they could review every goaltend call.
Boozer banging into the chest of Handlogden. Hauk down with a rebound, and Boozer fouled him.
Boy, what a great job by Handlogden. The vertical contest just went straight up to make Boozer finish it over him. And that is a mountain of a man right there, Micah Handlogden. Having to go one-on-one right in the middle of the floor where Cam Boozer is operating so effectively over the last several games. Middle of the floor tends to eliminate help.
Inside, Handlogden kicks it out to Lee. Weak side rebound, Condon. Handlogden up, no good, down to Boozer. Again, the Gators cannot buy one. They are now 1 for their last 13.
Those are contested, but Florida's got to go up with those right away. Taking time to gather and shot fake isn't going to work.
Again, Boozer and Handlogden. Left hand this time, and it's a 15-point lead.
Well, he is just shredding one-on-one coverage.
And the crazies getting even crazier right now, loving this last stretch by Duke to pull out to a 15-point lead in the final minute of the half.
Getting down to a short clock here.
Long one for Flan. It will go. Of all the shots to go in, that one drops for Boogie Flan.
That was like a Maui rim. Hit the heel of the rim and went in, and Florida really needed that bucket.
And John Shire will use a timeout. Duke by 12.
There has never been a worse time.
More great action coming up in the ACC-SEC Men's Challenge right after us tonight. It'll be about as blue blood of a matchup as you can get. It'll be North Carolina and Kentucky from Rupp. Dave O'Brien, Dick Vitale, and Jay Will have the call for you. Carolina coming off a loss to Michigan State. And Kentucky looking for really their first signature win so far on the young season. You talk about historic, iconic, winning programs, and these two, Jay, are always on the list.
Well, the bluest of blue bloods, and for North Carolina, Caleb Wilson has been spectacular. Yet another just super impressive freshman in a season full of impressive freshmen.
And that last timeout, by the way, was called by Todd Golden, not John Shire. My mistake. It's Duke with about a 3-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Seven to shoot. Gumbo. Evans gets it off. Air ball. They've got some time. Hauk ahead to Condon, and he threw it out of bounds off of Gumba with a little bit of time left on the clock. That was really the only play he could make.
Enough time for a catch and shoot or a controlled tip at the bucket. But Thomas Hauk, because the clock was getting shorter, decided to take the risk of throwing it to Condon long. But at that angle, difficult to corral and get a bucket.
Flan to inbound. Condon. Looked like it would have counted, but he missed it. And the lowest scoring first half of the year for the Gators. Duke holds them to 24 points. Boozer's got 16 for Duke. Hauk's got 13 for Florida. And the Blue Devils have a 12-point lead at the end of the first half.
Excellent defensive half by Duke and a strong job on the glass against a great rebounding team.
Chris Buttons with John Shire.
What have you thought of your team's ability to handle their size and physicality?
I think we're battling, and thought we played great defense overall, and look for our team, our identity, the physicality in the paint. Pat's doing a great job protecting. We're getting rebounding, and that's led us some good stuff on offense.
Defensively, to hold them under 30%, what part of that side of the court are you the most impressed with so far?
Well, we're just playing hard. I think it starts there. We're playing hard. You got to rebound. Even when they get a few, you got to continue to play and scramble and rotate. Thought we did that, and a long way to go, but our defense is going to carry us.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Chris.
It was tied pretty late in the first half. Duke finished off the half on a 17-5 run for the 12-point lead that they now enjoy. Thomas Hauk did everything that he could for the Gators in the first half, but hammered the Boozer with a game-high 16. Time now for the Jeep halftime report. Kevin, Ron, Seth.
And Florida just 3 of 16 from three-point range. Duke in control. The Jeep halftime report with Coach Seth Greenberg and Ron Slay, Kevin Connors. Ron's got an eye on Jacoby Gillespie right now.
Always, and defense needs to keep an eye on him because he can get hot, Coach, and heat it all the way up.
A lot of orange in this game. You're rooting for one, KC's rooting for the other. But Kings is making buckets. Struggled at the beginning of the season. He has 19 in the first half, back-to-back big threes.
His best game in an orange uniform just before the half. Tyler Betsy gets it to go.
Where's Derek Whittenberg when you need him?
The Orange, a 42-34 halftime lead. Jeep halftime report. Two-time ACC Coach of the Year, Seth Greenberg. Former SEC Player of the Year and AP All-American Ron Slay, Kevin Connors in the house. So good to have you up here, my man.
Man, great being here. Now, anytime I can get closer to Cuse and do something like that, it's only right that the game is made the way you play the game. You get out here and you rock the head, man, the way you're supposed to rock it, and you can go get numbers like that, KC. That's the way you deliver, and that's the way I got to come up here and deliver on set with y'all.
That's true.
Like, man.
I mean, is that what you're talking about? What, you think I can't rock a headband? I mean, what, I got a perfectly shaped dome right here. I mean, I could rock a headband or I get a little sweaty shooting a jumper. I mean, but I can do this too now. There we go. Let's go.
See, Coach,
Give it to him, Slay.
That's a long distance one. I was feeding the post. You've been complaining about the big guys not getting the ball.
They got to get it.
I was feeding the post.
They got to get it. I'm the big guy. There we go.
Speaking of big guys, Duke's feeding the post. What do you see about the way Florida's defending Cam Boozer?
Well, for one, it's so much space around Cam Boozer. A lot of it is what he creates. It's a lot what the guys around him create, knowing the attention that it's going to get. But, Coach, they got to get in there and help. If you're not going to double this guy, play him single-handedly, he's going to crush you just like this. Look, eat up space, balance, easy bucket for the big.
And a great job in the middle third of the floor with that ball screen with his brother, Caden Boozer. They did a good job pushing the defender up the lane. Right here, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. You can't sleep tonight if you're going to lose this game and Cam Boozer's going to go drop 30 on you. That just can't happen. You've got to make someone else beat you. Underrated part of Duke's team, though, is what they're doing defensively.
Yeah.
I mean, fourth in the country in defensive efficiency. They're so efficient offensively, they set their defense and keep you in front and force a contested shot. Really impressed with Duke.
You think about all the incredible players to play at Duke. Cam Boozer, the first freshman ever with 35-point games twice in the same season.
The guy Jay Will, wasn't he right up there?
He was very, very close, yes. Caleb Wilson, another dynamite freshman. North Carolina, Kentucky coming your way later tonight. We got a preview of that one next.
Meet my bestie. National University supports all her ANs. With flexible online courses, she can be a student and an adventurer and a multitasker and a granddaughter and a dreamer. She's an Ander. National University, supporting all your ANs.
When it's time to start your business, it's time for Shopify. Designed with easy-to-customize themes, sell everywhere people shop, and never miss a sale with the world's best converting checkout. See why millions of businesses sell with Shopify. Start your free trial today.
For the perfect present, the perfect place is your local Ace. This Christmas, get free assembly and delivery on your new grill at Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock. With service so good, it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
This is it. This is as good as it gets in the sport.
Let's make it fierce. Sparkle on, girly. Make it zesty. Make it iconic. Make it delicious. Make it uniquely you with creative AI tools. Let's make it with PixArt.
I've always wanted twins. There's one more.
Triplets? 2 glaze, please.
Buy 2, get 1 free.
Thanks.
Don't thank me. Thank Match Factory.
So who's it gonna be, Jenny?
Why choose one when I can have all 3?
The best things in life come in threes, just like Match Factory, the ultimate match 3D game. Play now.
Welcome back to the Jeep Halftime Report.
Nao Abdallah's in Virginia Tech taking on South Carolina. Coach, what should the country know about the Hokies?
Hokies can spread the court. There's Bedford getting to the front of the rim. He's explosive athletically. And Hansberry as well. Excuse me, that's Hansberry, who's a matchup problem at 6'9".
Michi Johnson always knocking it down. He's back home, Coach Green.
Yeah, he goes away, he comes back, he goes there, he goes there. He always plays well when he's in South Carolina.
Yeah, I left Berg off there. I left the Berg off because he might not come back home.
There you go. Jalen Bedford's 3, and it's a Virginia Tech lead right now. Juke Harris has 13 for Wake. Rashawn Agee, 18. Bucky McMillan at A&M, a 10-point lead. Great slate of games coming your way tonight. Of course, the crown jewel of all of them, North Carolina and Kentucky. Slay, it's been a Wildcats team that is leaky defensively. How do they match up with freshman sensation Caleb Wilson?
Well, he better be at the top of the scouting report, the back of the scouting report, the bottom of the scouting report. This young man right here, impact is what he does. You see this right here, going down the lane, straight line drives, but if you even cut him off and don't give him an angle, he's balanced enough to get the shot that he wants to get and help lead this team as a freshman. Yes.
Kentucky must defend the basketball. It starts with Ortega Owe, his ability to defend the ball at the point of attack. So if you can defend the ball at the point of attack, you're not in rotation. Guards have been killing, absolutely destroying this Kentucky team. 62 points from the backcourt against Louisville. Michigan State goes 11 for 22 from the three-point line. They got to defend the ball at the point of attack, keep it in front so they don't have to overhelp, so they can run people off the three-point line.
They got to do it all without Seth Trimble, who is still out of the lineup for the Tar Heels.
And Seth Trimble is so important for the Tar Heel team because he's their best defender. He's the only returning rotation player. Think about the job he did on Peterson a couple of weeks ago. He brings toughness, and he has the ability to defend. He's a two-way player.
I love to see Kentucky sacrifice their game to keep their team thriving in the right direction. You got a lot of scores out there. Colin Chandler, Aberdeen, and always somebody got to sacrifice a little of their game.
Double figures in 40 of 43 career games in a Kentucky uniform.
Check someone.
This halftime report is presented by Jeep. There's only one.
Get a large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49 from Little Caesars. It has delicious breadcrumbs on a cheese stuffed crust that make it, what's the word?
It's crunch-tastic.
You read my mind, kiddo. Get the lowest price in stuffed crust for only $9.49. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza, pizza. Ho, 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 ho. Well, this sleigh could be Frost-O-Matic, Tinsel-Matic, 1.5% cash back-O-Matic. It's Grease Lightning. Go Grease Lightning, you're burning up the quarter mile. Grease Lightning, go Grease Lightning. Go Grease Lightning, you're coursing through the heat lap trials. Grease Lightning, go Grease Lightning. You are supreme, the Grease Lightning. What's in your wallet?
Oh.
Huh, nature sure is full of wonders. Red Bull gives you wings.
The new Red Bull Winter Edition with the taste of Fuji apple and ginger. Wings for your winter, with and without sugar.
Febreze. Love your plugins but wish you had more scent control? Meet the Febreze Plug Scent Booster. Enjoy the same 50 days of continuous scent as Febreze Plug, including a cord for flexible placement options and a boost button for extra scent. Febreze Plug Scent Booster.
You've got a Pepto predicament, querida. You overdid it on Abuela's cooking. Undo it with Pepto-Bismol, so you can enjoy that Abuela-sized serving. When you overdo it, undo it with Pepto-Bismol.
What you got to say? Say hey, hey, hey. What you got
New Balance. We got now.
So for Mom, I was thinking...
I thought she didn't want anything.
Well, like when she says she doesn't want any fries?
And she eats all her fries.
Exactly. What if we get her the new iPhone 17 Pro at AT&T? We can get their best deal without needing the most expensive plan.
Good call.
And you know, she loves her selfies.
Who's that?
No clue.
Get the all-new iPhone 17 Pro on us when you trade in your old iPhone. Any condition. Most expensive plan not required.
This halftime report is presented by Jeep. There's only one.
Hey, the new CFP rankings were revealed tonight. This is the projected bracket. Texas Tech slides up to 4. Ole Miss, despite Lane leaving town, is number 6. Tulane, Texas, James Madison, all ranked number 1. Big Ten opener for Purdue and Rutgers coach.
Trey Kaufman, right? I just absolutely love his game. He is so efficient, powerful, plays off of 2 feet, and finishes. He is a matchup problem. Reminds me of a young Ron Slay.
Hey, man, he waited his time. I promise you, I didn't have that much weight, but I could do this, Coach.
Oh, Coach Green let you step out and shoot threes? I didn't think they had three-point shots back then.
This has been the G Halftime Report.
For the perfect present, the perfect place is your local Ace. This Christmas, order online and we'll deliver same day, or have it ready for pickup in 15 minutes. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
It's one of those days we're not cooking dinner, so I pulled into Popeyes.
Smart. Popeyes $20 family meal feeds everyone while you take the night off. Take a holiday from cooking. Got a smaller crew? Get 5 pieces of chicken for $9. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Short on nothing, big on weekend. Only on Royal Caribbean.
It doesn't sit well with us. Your hard-earned money sitting in traditional bank accounts, collecting more dust than interest. So we reimagined savings with Vanguard Cash Plus to offer up to 8 times more interest.
I like that.
Vanguard.
Skincare can start in the laundry room. That's why I always recommend All Free Clear for sensitive skin. It's free of dyes and perfumes.
It's a key part of my self-care routine and is gentle for my skin and hers too.
For an effective clean that's gentle on skin, all you need is All Free Clear.
What's his deal? He got that more for your money feeling at Metro with 1 line of unlimited 5G for just $40, period. And a free 5G phone and no activation fees. Only at Metro.
Ah, college basketball is the best.
You mean ACC basketball is the best?
That's what I said. The matchups, the history, the tournament runs. Nothing beats college basketball.
You mean nothing beats ACC basketball?
Yes, college basketball.
ACC basketball.
Guys, you're saying the same thing.
ACC.
College.
I can't hear the difference.
I'm trying to play my game.
College
ACC basketball.
It's called a synonym.
Show off.
Yes, show off. Wait, which side was I on?
Here we go again.
What started as a viral sensation is now the #1 gift every athlete wants under the tree. Powered by carbon fiber technology, Victory insoles are engineered to help athletes unleash their full potential. Every pair is customized to the athlete wearing them, making Victory the perfect gift for athletes this holiday season.
They definitely make a difference.
They work well.
Is this gonna be a good gift?
No brainer, right?
And with a 120-day money-back guarantee, you can try them risk-free. Don't wait. The best deals of the year are live now at Victory.com. Give the gift of better performance.
There's nothing like a break to put a fresh spring in your step. With Candy Crush Saga, you can relax and unwind from the daily egg hunt by matching colorful candies. So take a moment for you. Put down the basket, put your feet up, and start fresh by swiping the day's stresses away. Plus, it's even better when you crack that tricky level on your first try. Now that's what we call a sweet treat. Candy Crush Saga. Download now.
.com.
Welcome back to the ACC SEC Men's Challenge here on ESPN, where, as always, it is sold out, it is loud, it is rocking here inside Cameron Indoor Stadium. This was a very even game for about 13 or 14 minutes, and then the Gators just were unable to put the ball in the basket. Cameron DeBoozer took over for stretches, offsetting a great first half by Thomas Houck. Duke leads by 12.
Well, Duke's defense was excellent. They really crowded the paint and protected the paint, did a great job walling up. I think that Florida's going to have some opportunities in the second half, but they're going to have to be stronger with the ball and finish plays. They didn't finish plays around the basket through contact. Thomas Houck was 6 of 9 from the field in that first half. The rest of the Gators were 4 of 26. 16 of their 35 field goal attempts were three-pointers, and a number of those, if not the overwhelming majority, were contested. But for Duke, it was mostly Cameron Boozer. He had 16 points in that first half, 6 of 9 from the field. He knocked down 2 of 4 from the three-point line. He and Patrick Gungba combined for 24 points, 9 of 12 from the field. They were dominant in the first half.
Chris with a Florida report.
Yeah, for Todd Golden, that was the frustration, is what Cam Boozer has done to them, and it's what they worked on their scout. He said that we're allowing him to go to his right hand far too often. He said on the offensive end, their switches are starting to bother us, but we've had completely wide open shots. We just have to be able to start hitting some of them.
And he's got to be very frustrated because, as Chris said, and as you said earlier, they emphasize things like don't turn it over, defend without fouling, and force Boozer to his left hand. And they had struggles, Jay, in all three of those areas in the first half.
Well, it's awfully difficult to force a great player in one-on-one coverage to one side. And you certainly want to do that. But when it's just one-on-one, Boozer is a load to deal with. In the NBA, they used to say, don't let Ginobili go to his left. He got there anyway.
How about the pass from Gungba to Evans? Patrick Gungba has at least 2 assists in every single game in which Duke has played this year.
When a cutter curls him, he can just throw over the top. That was a bounce pass, but you have to put great pressure on him as a passer. Turn him into a driver.
Florida comes into the game shooting just 44% from the field, 28% from 3 as Evans gets inside again. And it'll be Florida ball. Tonight, at the moment, the Gators are shooting 28% and 3 of 17 from three-point range.
Just a terrific pass, but just not enough pressure to take away his vision so he could deliver that. If you pressure him, he turns his back. He can't make that pass.
Duke lost all 5 starters from its Final Four team a year ago. All of them were drafted. They bring back 5 returning players, most of whom have gone from bench players to starters, and then they brought in 4 freshmen as well, one of the top classes in the nation, highlighted, of course, by Cameron Boozer.
Boy, it's an embarrassment of riches to have Cooper Flagg one year and then Cam Boozer the next.
Boozer, not this time. Houck the one-handed rebound. Florida needs Lee, Fland, and Klobuchar to start making shots. And there is Lee knocking down a 3.
Just a little brush screen in transition. You go underneath, and Lee had plenty of time. He needs to get going. He's a good player. Really good with that step back. But he's had a ton of pressure on him for most of this game.
Boozer the kick. Hamenya can't get by Houck. Boy, Boozer initiating the contact with Chinyelu, forced it up, and Chinyelu wins this battle. Condon needs some help and finds Fland. Now Houck. Tipped away by Hamenya, but it's a reach-in foul.
Houck is desperately trying to get to that right hand. He's such an excellent right-hand driver. And that handoff action can be difficult to guard. That little screen that Isaiah Evans tried to go under, but Condon just rolled down into him, and that gave Lee the space that he needed.
Lee and Fland shot 37 and 34% respectively from 3 last year. They're both down in the mid-20s this year. So Todd Golden hoping obviously that's going to improve over the course of the season. Now Fland will drive and score. And some offensive life from the Florida backcourt.
And those were plays that Florida was not completing in that first half. They did get some drives, but that slot area gives you a little bit more space.
And it's down to single digits early in the second. Another miss from 3 by Boozer. Condon, one-on-one with Boozer. Into the paint, back to the right, up and in.
Well, an excellent pivot back to his right hand and using the glass. Florida starting to show a little bit of life.
7-0 run Gators. Little push off by Foster, but it rattles out. Condon one-on-one with Gungba. To the left this time.
Boy, how about that footwork? Just a crab dribble inside and then a drop step to the left hand. That was beautiful execution by Alex Condon.
And it's the Gator fans behind their team's bench on their feet right now. It's a 9-0 run for the visitors.
Well, Florida trying to spread the court and give their big guys some one-on-one coverage. Condon low with the crab dribble, goes back to the right hand, gets it to go. And an excellent pivot back to his left hand to get that quick layup.
Get a large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49 from Little Caesars. It has delicious breadcrumbs on a cheese stuffed crust that make it, what's the word?
It's crunch-tastic.
You read my mind, kiddo. Get the lowest price in stuffed crust for only $9.49. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza, pizza.
What you got to say? Say hey, hey, hey. What you got
New Balance. We got now.
This is a story about the one. The one who looks to Grainger to make sparks fly. Getting it done right is a craft. It takes experience, the right material, and the right partner like Grainger with a wide range of professional-grade products. For the one, working hard means others can play even harder. Call, click Grainger.com, or stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This gives me the edge.
It goes where my razor shouldn't go.
My nose, my ears, my brows, it's perfect every time.
This is Titanium Edge by MicroTouch, the 2-in-1 nose and ear groomer that goes where razors can't. Nose, ears, brows, any hair, anywhere. Dual interchangeable heads for maximum versatility. Plus, hypoallergenic stainless steel blades bonded with titanium for an ultra clean cut in places clippers can't touch. Eliminate that unibrow with precision and safety for that ultra clean groom. Remove ear hair with a swipe. Change the head and target nose hair. No nicks, no cuts.
It targets the hair that you don't want with laser focus. It's what I need to finish my groom.
Get the Titanium Edge, the precision head for ears and nose, plus the shave head for brows, all for only $39.99. Get your edge at titaniumedge.com.
Find something extraordinary at the Genesis Signature event. Now is the best time to enjoy exclusive offers. Get 0.99% APR on select Genesis vehicles. Exclusively at your local Genesis retailers.
The NBA is happening Christmas Day. 5 games, one unforgettable lineup. It's the holiday tradition.
Christmas is our day. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year!
NBA Christmas Day begins at noon on ABC and ESPN.
Florida has started the second half strong, a 9-2 advantage over Duke in the first stanza. They are getting to the rim and getting the ball inside. Alex Condon made 2 really impressive moves against one-on-one coverage down in the post. And I'm sure John Shire that last time out was talking to his team about better offensive execution. That I would think he's saying that their offense has not helped their defense, but Florida, I thought they ran by some opportunities in the first half.
A well-designed play out of the timeout. Hamenya finds Brown for the slam.
Really have to communicate on those back screens and put pressure on the ball.
Condon is fouled on his way to the bucket. And we're going right back to the first media timeout here in the second half as Duke with a basket out of the timeout to try to stem this Florida run.
Well, it is loud in here, and when you don't communicate on a back pick and you don't pressure the ball, it's an easy bucket.
This turkey is so juicy. Best holiday meal ever.
Okay. I get it. I'm off cooking duty.
Merry Christmas to us.
Merry Christmas.
When I was diagnosed with HIV, I didn't know who I would be.
But here I am, being me.
Keep being you and ask your healthcare provider about the #1 prescribed HIV treatment, Biktarvy.
Biktarvy is a complete one-pill, once-a-day treatment used for HIV in many people, whether you're 18 or 80. With one small pill, Biktarvy fights HIV to help you get to undetectable and stay there, whether you're just starting or replacing your current treatment. Research shows that taking HIV treatment as prescribed and getting to and staying undetectable prevents transmitting HIV through sex. Serious side effects can occur, including kidney problems and kidney failure. Rare, life-threatening side effects include a buildup of lactic acid and liver problems. Don't take Biktarvy if you take dofetilide or rifampin. Tell your healthcare provider about all the medicines and supplements you take if you are pregnant or breastfeeding or have kidney or liver problems. If you have hepatitis B, don't stop taking Biktarvy without talking to your healthcare provider. Common side effects were diarrhea, nausea, and headache.
No matter where life takes you, Biktarvy can go with you. Talk to your healthcare provider today.
Ally helps millions spend smarter and save more for the things that matter most to them. That's why we're the bank that's your ally.
Check their new game day fit. Oh, snap! DirecTV got hot.
That's right. DirecTV is flexing with all those pro and college games at your fingertips. This ain't your dad's cable, son. It's couture.
Okay, thank you so much. I was about to say that. It's couture.
Buttery, flaky crackers. Sweet, crunchy cookies. When lunch goes from snoozer to showstopper, that's the Lunchables effect.
Jimmy, my man up there, I know in spirit you're up there with Stuart Scott, watching what we're doing or thinking about us. And I will tell you this, Jimmy V, my man, we are not going to stop. Stop chasing the dream of raising dollars in your dream. Jimmy's dream was to beat cancer, and we must do it.
Well, Dick Vitale, such a big part of the V Foundation, and Dickie V will be on the next game tonight. It'll be North Carolina and Kentucky. Dickie V will be with Jay Will and Dave O'Brien. What a great game that should be between the Tar Heels and the Wildcats. This is the beginning of V Week. We've got the Jimmy V Classic next week at Madison Square Garden in New York City. The first game, Clemson and BYU, and the second game, UConn against these Florida Gators. Cannot wait for that doubleheader. Great basketball and a chance to raise money for the V Foundation. This is a week when we highlight the urgent need for cancer research, and thanks to Principal Foundation's generosity, you can double your impact. They are matching up to $1 million in donations during V Week if you are able. Please consider visiting v.org/donate. As you know, Jay, 100% of every donation goes directly to cancer research.
Florida, a little 1-2-2 three-quarter court press. Takes a little bit of time off the clock. Now back in the 2-3 zone. Just give a different look, disrupt the rhythm of the game. Pretty big along that back line.
Foster. Hamenya. And off the hand, then foot of Evans, out of bounds. The Gators have held Isaiah Evans in check. He is 2 for 7, 4 points, 0 for 4 from 3.
Smart to put Chinyelu out top where he can screen and then roll down into the low post.
Lee got his man in the air. Plenty of time to line up a three, but he can't hit it. Rebound, Chinyelu up and in.
Like Condon takes up so much space, it's hard to block out both he and Chinyelu. This is just a fabulous offensive rebounding team, and as long as it's not a long rebound, it's advantage Florida to get that board.
Lee hit the deck. Evans is free, but misses the three. Malik Brown the offensive rebound. Now Hamenya wide open. Chinyelu races down to grab this one.
Everything he grabs is with two hands.
Hauk muscling his way into the paint and draws another foul.
But give Condon credit there for screening out the help so Hauck could get all the way to the basket. Florida does that as well as any team in the country. Watch how he screens off 2 guys and opens up that lane, and then Caleb Foster having to foul Thomas Hauck as he gets to the rim.
3rd foul on Foster, with multiple substitutions coming here for both teams. The 3rd annual ACC-SEC Men's College Basketball Challenge will finish up tomorrow night, and here is a look at our ESPN doubleheader. A couple of great games. 6th-ranked Louisville. How fun have the Cardinals been so far this year? They will take on Arkansas, and then it'll be number 20 Auburn hosting NC State.
Boy, Pat Kelsey's done an amazing job of resurrecting that Louisville program. We saw them earlier this year against Kentucky, and their guards are legit. Ryan Conwell, Michael Brown Jr. It's ridiculous how good those guys are. Brown is as good a freshman as there is in the country.
Very interesting game here. Florida back within 2 after trailing by as many as 14. Over on ESPN2, Tennessee and Syracuse are in a battle in the ACC SEC Challenge, with the Vols leading by 1 with 4 minutes to go as the Evans lay-in gives Duke a 4-point lead.
Good curl off that screen. Mazhar was locking and trailing. At least he took the 3-point line away from Isaiah Evans.
Condon with Caden Boozer on him. Got the pass, then attracted a lot of Duke defenders, and it's knocked out of bounds.
Duke just converged on the ball. Florida had the advantage, and when Condon went up, there were 4 black shirts around him.
Boy, did everything right, but didn't finish the layup.
And Condon screened off to help yet again, but Hauck just couldn't finish the play. He's been so good in this game, but another opportunity near the rim where Florida just could not finish it. It's almost like he lost the ball on the way up. But Condon did such a great job of screening off the weak side help.
Gumba. He's hit a couple of threes tonight, now driving on Hanlongden. Threads the needle inside to Brown. He has taken a big step forward from a season ago.
Just a beautiful cut by Malik Brown, but what a pass.
Gumba's got 3 assists on the night. Flange no. Condon the rebound, and fouled by Brown.
Boy, that's a man's rebound by Alex Condon. Boy, the fight doesn't begin until a shot goes up in this game. But just a beautiful cut right past Condon, and then that pass was gorgeous.
The foul on Brown, his 3rd, so he's got 3. Caleb Foster also has 3. Foster's on the bench right now.
I think Florida is deciding whether or not they want to challenge that out of bounds call.
And they're going to. So they had a successful challenge earlier in the game in the first half, which means you retain it and can use one more challenge, and they want to use it right here. Roger Ayers.
The previous play is under review for a hostile act.
Oh, hostile act. Not an out-of-bounds play. It's whether a common foul should be upgraded to a flagrant one. Man, if we could challenge hostile acts, I'd be challenging you all the time up here in the booth.
Well, that was a little hostile.
What did they see? The right forearm, I guess, into the side of the face or the jaw of Condon, enough that they asked for this to be looked at. So this is not a challenge. This is an official review to see if it should be upgraded. What'd you think?
It's hard to determine. I mean, I saw the forearm go up, but he was going after the ball. It's an unusual play, but I'm not sure that's the kind of thing you go, okay, that's a hostile act. It's an interesting decision to have to make, because there was contact. And anything around the head or neck area, there's rightfully so sensitivity for it.
So it's right there.
Yeah, I can see you can make a case both ways. That's an interesting. This is a really interesting call to have to make. It doesn't look like it's going Duke's way from the way the reaction to the official is.
John Shire in an animated conversation with one of the officials.
Clear, Duke 6. We charge with a flagrant 1 foul. Florida will have 2 shots and the ball on the baseline. 20 on the shot clock.
So it is upgraded. So it'll be 2 in the ball now for the Gators. And as you said, kind of the line of demarcation sometimes is, was it above the neck, to the jaw, to the face, something like that. Todd Golden is saying it should have been a flagrant 2. Now he's in conversation with Tony Chiazza as Condon is at the line.
Well, that's a big play if Florida's able to convert to give them some momentum in this second half.
1 of 2 for Condon, so it's a 5-point game and it's still Florida ball. One more look at what is now a flagrant 1.
With that forearm going up, it seems like that made the difference.
Brown stays in the game with 3 fouls. The big lineup again for Florida. The look inside. Condon, no. Hauk has it and lays it in. Boy, Sarr was down on the court and didn't know or couldn't find the basketball right behind him. And very opportunistically, Hauk picked it up. Now Fland with a steal. The follow-up and in, and all of a sudden it's a 1-point game.
Boy, Thomas Hauk quick to the ball and Boogie Fland with the steal. He leads this team in steals. A solid defender.
Inside, Evans with an and 1.
Florida really getting out in passing lanes. And just a step and go on the low side by Isaiah Evans. So concerned with him at the 3-point line. And he's about to get a conventional 3-point opportunity after that great cut from the left side.
And another great pass from Patrick Gungba. He's now got 4 assists in this game. He's the high assist man for either team. And again, averaging better than 2 a game on the season. He is showing a lot more game than he showed at times last year as a freshman. He has become a big part of this team. I love a good passer too. Tipped away by Sarr, and back come the Blue Devils. Evans returns the favor to Gungba. Great ball movement by the Gators, and again, it is Hauk in the right place at the right time.
Boy, Thomas Hauk is just everywhere in this game. Duke has had a solid response on some of Florida's pressure. The back cut by Isaiah Evans, and then in transition, the open side pick and roll, just throwing it up to Gungba, who's had an excellent game. Duke by 3.
Alright, so let's get started.
Wave hello to Zane. He's king of the ping.
Hi, Zane.
For every 1 sentence spoken on a call, he has 3 comments, 2 memes, and 4 emojis to contribute. A flood of positivity during every single meeting.
Thanks, Zane.
But oh, how his passion for product management takes your team from level 0 to level Zane. You need Zane. Zane needs benefits. Work with Principal so we can help you help Zane with a retirement and benefits plan that's right for him. Let our expertise round out yours.
Zepbound may help in your weight loss journey. Once weekly Zepbound helps adults with obesity lose weight and keep it off.
Don't take if allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, depression, or suicidal thoughts before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems.
Ask your healthcare provider about once weekly Zepbound and check your coverage today at zepbound.com.
When I talk to older Americans, they're worried about Social Security. It's something they really count on.
Social Security helps cover what I need. Medicine, groceries, it's a lifeline.
This is money that people have earned, and our country has kept that promise for 90 years.
I hear Social Security may run short of funding in a few years.
AARP will never stop fighting to protect the Social Security payments you earned. Join us.
At Burger King, you write the rules of value.
You rule number 10, I mix and match my way. There's 7 tasty items, and I can get 2 for $5 or 3 for $7. That's all up to me.
The $5 duo or $7 trio, from Burger King classics to fan faves. Choose your deal.
The Apple A19 Pro chip is vapor-cooled because when you run cool, you can push your limits and juggle over 35 trillion complex tasks a second. Imagine if we were that powerful.
Duke football coach Manny Diaz in the house here tonight at Cameron. Saturday, we will have the college football ACC championship. 7-5 Duke taking on 10-2 and number 17 Virginia at 8 Eastern on ABC. Also available on the ESPN app. The Blue Devils winning a 5-way tie for second. Tiebreakers galore in the ACC to get a trip to the ACC championship game.
1-2-2 3/4 court pressure. Last time and this time they dropped back to a 2-3 zone.
Florida outscoring Duke 21-12 in the second half. Cameron Boozer has not scored yet in the second. Good move, got it back, draws a foul, going to the line.
Todd Golden asking for a held ball on that play with Boozer and Hanlockton. Just pivots right around the defense. Actually, it was Condon in for that ball, but Hanlockton didn't do a bad job defensively. It's just Boozer's footwork is so good. You initially stop him, and he's able to pivot to get an angle and still get up a good shot.
Second on Condon, and Boozer now 3 for 4 on the line on the night. First point of the second half. Thomas Houck, the high scorer in the game. He's got 19 for the Gators.
Well, Houck has been outstanding in this game. He is all over the place.
And it's interesting, even though he's playing a lot more three, he's still getting to the line. He's still getting offensive rebounds. He's still doing all of the things he did last year and even doing them better here this year. Step back by Flan.
Just not a good shot. Ran that weave and then settled for that step back three.
Florida had it down to 1. Duke's now got it back up to 5 with the ball. Evans stolen away by Flan. He got tripped and it's Duke ball. Evans. Mazhar the trip. Foster's got it for the Blue Devils. And an over and back the call. Wild sequence. How about the week that both of these teams, both of these coaches have coming up? We mentioned Florida's next game a week from tonight in New York against UConn. Duke's next game Saturday, and they're going to the Izzone to take on Michigan State. The Spartans are off to a great start this year.
Didn't shoot the ball well early, but boy, did they shoot the ball well in the Champions Classic and since then. And Jeremy Fears Jr. is playing as well as any point guard in the country.
Duke seeing a lot of physicality in this one, and they'll see a lot of physicality in that one. Haug saves it, gets it back, has it blocked.
Dungba has just been a wall inside.
Another Gumba feed, but this one too tall for Sarr. Florida in transition. Or they could use a Mazhar bucket.
And a switch.
Lee with a bruiser on him. And Hamilton sails one over the head of Mazhar into the crazies.
Boy, that's an unforced error. And Hamilton had Chinyelu where he could have thrown over the top. He had a guard on him after that switch.
The 10th turnover committed by the Gators in this game.
And with the way they offensive rebound, you know, that was an unforced error. It was just a reversal pass. And that's what drives Todd Golden crazy. You turn the ball over like that, you don't get a shot, you don't get a chance for an offensive board.
They've got 16 offensive rebounds in this game. And now Chinyelu is called for the foul. That will be his third.
Duke is really isolating Cam Boozer right in the middle of the floor. More of an elbow isolation where he can go one-on-one on Ruben Chinyelu.
Todd Golden did not like that foul call at all, and he is giving a piece of his mind to Roger Ayers. Golden told us earlier today 2 of his uncles went to Duke, and as a kid he used to love watching some of those great Duke Blue Devil teams. He had never been in this building before they walked in here to practice last night. Coming up next, more ACC, SEC Men's Challenge College Basketball. And again, it should be a great one. Number 16, Carolina. Number 18, Kentucky. Dave O'Brien, Dick Vitale, and Jay Williams on the call.
Well, that's going to be an up and down game.
The lead back to 7 after the Gators had it down to 1. And now another steal. Boozer. Yes! It's all Cameron Boozer right now.
Just so smart to break contact and get around and knock that away with the right hand.
Mazhar can't get where he wanted to go. Gave it up. Haug for 3, and his monster night continues.
So few of Florida's buckets have come off assists. They've had to make so many individual plays in this game.
19 made field goals, only 3 assists. Haug now has 22, same as Boozer.
Open side pick and roll.
Foster shooting it very well this year, but he misses that 3. Lee looking to push. Mazhar on the wing. Got it! And it's a 3-point game.
Mazhar is such a great shooter. When he gets his feet set, you really have to make him bounce it.
The junior from Slovenia, a double-figure score off the bench for the Gators this year. Amenya into the paint. Boozer for 3. Offensive rebound, Darren Harris. Brown wants to hand it off to Foster. Good ball pressure, though, or off the ball pressure there by Lee to prevent it. Harris lost it and commits a foul.
That foul probably saved a bucket. Xavier Lee was going the other way.
6-0 run Florida to get back within 3. Each team has a star taking over at times here tonight. Cameron Boozer has done it time and time again. He's got 22 points in this game. So does Thomas Haug, knocking down his second 3 of the night. We got a good one at Cameron.
Thanks for calling Discover.
Hi, I just received my new Discover card. It says cashback. What's cashback?
Buy what you need, earn a little extra back.
Even on a baseball bat?
You betcha.
How about a flamethrower?
It's one of those days we're not cooking dinner, so I pulled into Popeyes.
Smart. Popeyes $20 family meal feeds everyone while you take the night off. Take a holiday from cooking. Got a smaller crew? Get 5 pieces of chicken for $9. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
For the perfect present, the perfect place is your local Ace. This Christmas, get free assembly and delivery on your new grill at Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
While some see a financial world upended, at T. Rowe Price, curiosity drives our portfolio managers to see opportunity. Active ETFs from T. Rowe Price. Invest with confidence.
For the Duke Blue Devils, Cam Boozer is the headliner. Right down the lane for the swag. Watch your head. Caleb Wilson has arrived.
An ACC men's basketball doubleheader, Tuesday, December 16th on ACCN.
The NBA is happening Christmas Day. 5 games, 1 unforgettable lineup. It's the holiday tradition.
Christmas is our day. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year!
NBA Christmas Day begins at noon on ABC and ESPN.
Sandbag for every trick. This game is over, chumps. Now listen to the hook.
Woo, man, that was fire. Take 5.
Yeah, that felt good, not gonna lie. Spades plus. Now, where was I? Ooh, I have 3 tricks. Me and my partner had this hand. Watch out.
Yo, bro, are you ever coming back?
Yeah, my bad.
Escape the grind and unwind. Play Spades Plus. Download now.
Well, we mentioned last year the SEC dominated the ACC-SEC Challenge. They went 14-2 a year ago. The ACC already has as many wins in the first 3 games as they had in all 16 a year ago. Virginia Tech has won at South Carolina, 86-83. The other win for the ACC, Syracuse. How about Red Autry's team? After an 0-3 run playing 3 very good teams at the Players Era Festival in Vegas, they just knocked off Tennessee 62-60. Let's go to Chris.
Todd Golden reminding his team to be careful of the turnovers. He said, every time we get a possession, I want to see you guys get a shot up. We also have to keep the ball moving. I don't want it static.
They are right back in this game. The shots have been falling more. They've been converting the second chance opportunities more. And until about the last 2 minutes, they did a good job putting the clamps on Cameron DeBoozer, but that is Chad. What a block by Isaiah Evans.
They were in a horn set, got a little fade screen up top, and a great recovery by Evans. That needed to be a shot fake by Clapton.
Jay, that's 9 blocks for Duke. Patrick Gungba's got 5 of them.
He's been a wall near the bucket.
Boozer the drive. Backing down Shinyulu. Got it back. And puts it in. He was relentless.
It's so difficult to contain, even on that left-handed drive, able to get back to that right hand.
I mean, they don't come much stronger than Ruben Shinyulu, and Boozer's able to back him down.
This goes right into his chest. Got a switch. See, when Shinyulu catches it up top, they're not guarding him.
4 to shoot. Lee will have to create. Lofts it up off the rim. Shinyulu the rebound.
Good pass.
Lee wide open. And underneath, I think, well, it's definitely Duke. We'll see who Brian O'Connell is calling it on. It is Gungba called for the foul.
That last possession is an example why Todd Golden wants a shot up without a turnover, because they're such a great offensive rebounding team. They kick it out, get an open 3. They missed it. But so far, Florida's best offense has been a missed shot in this game, especially in the second half.
And they have been one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the nation this season. Tonight, they've got 18 to 21 defensive rebounds for Duke. So the Gators are getting almost 50% of their misses.
Boy, that last play with Malik Brown knocking it away. If you show him the ball, his hands are so good. Gets so many deflections.
Foster stays in front of Flam. Now the switch. Back to Howe. Picked up his dribble, finds Flam. A deep one with the shot clock running down. Another offensive rebound. Hand-locked in that time. And they've got a fresh 20 to work with here.
And Isaiah Evans did a good job of fighting him on that switch.
Howe tried for the up and under, is fouled by Gungba, who appears to be shaken up as well.
Well, Gungba got hit by that off arm from Howe on that drive. Shot fake, and as he goes around to the other side, just caught him a little bit with that left arm.
He did. And John Shire is trying to get the attention of the officials, and he is probably making that exact point and asking them to have an official review here to look to see if there should be a flagrant assessed on Howe. Todd Golden is out on the court asking something to the officials, who are trying to get him to go back to his huddle as it is heating up here at Cameron.
Previous play is being reviewed for a hostile act.
And again, Roger Ayers, the previous play is under review for a hostile act. So remember, the call on the court was a common foul on Gungba, but the Blue Devils are asking the officials to look to see if it should be a flagrant one on Howe. And again, as we said on the last one that was called on Malik Brown, sometimes if it's above the neck, if it's up in the jaw or face area, that can kind of lower the threshold, if you will, Jay, of what is considered a hostile act.
I'm not crazy about the idea of calling these things hostile acts. They're mostly
You're right.
happening in basketball games. They could just say reviewing for a possible flagrant.
I agree.
Because neither one of them, the Malik Brown or the Thomas Howe play, seemed particularly hostile. But I think your point is right about the fact that it's up near the head or neck raises the specter of it being a flagrant more so than not.
And again, this is not a challenge. Duke has already lost its challenge. This is a request for an official review to see if a flagrant foul should be called. The officials have now moved away from the monitor and are having their conversation. It's been a game with a little bit of everything here tonight. There's still 5:51 to go.
A lot of committee meetings by the officials at midcourt. You wonder why they have to talk about it. You know, they're allowed to make the calls on their own. Why do they have to talk about it this long?
Based on the way each coach is reacting, it looks like this one is going Duke's way.
Right.
So remember, a common foul was called on Gungba. Will that be taken away?
After review, we have decided the common foul on Duke will result in 2 shots for Florida. We have a dead ball technical foul on White 10. It'll be 2 shots for Duke. Anyone can shoot. It'll be Duke's ball on the baseline after the free throws with 30 on the shot clock.
Okay, so the common foul stays because the whistle was blown at the time of the common foul. Then that may, instead of a flagrant one, it is a dead ball contact technical foul that is assessed on Haug. So we're going to have free throws at both ends. Do you like the idea of the common remaining, even though the flagrant on the other side has been initiated?
Yeah, I think it's, if you're going to call a flagrant, it's the right result. I mean, and whether you call it dead ball contact technical because there was a whistle involved, it doesn't matter. It's the same result.
The only difference is John Shire can choose the shooter on this instead of it being the offended player. So Isaiah Evans is at the line. Sides make both, so it's a 5-point game still. Haug picks up his third foul. There are 2 players on each team with 3. Nobody has yet picked up his 4th.
See if Florida, after this 1-2-2 3/4 court pressure, drops back in that 2-3 zone again. And they do. There's a lot of room in that middle.
Evans the drive, the kick. Boozer back to Evans. Got to get a shot up soon. He will, and it won't go. Offensive rebound, Gunba. Evans. Gunba again. And a foul, and what a great sequence from Patrick Gunba.
Patrick Gunba has done a great job on both ends of the floor. The initial rebound and then kicking it out for a wide open 3. Those can be daggers, but then doesn't stop. Gets another offensive rebound and gets fouled and goes to the foul line. His defense, his shot blocking, his rim protection on one end has been outstanding. And then his passing and his effort on the offensive end have been equally outstanding.
10 points, 5 rebounds, 5 blocks, and 4 assists tonight for Patrick Gunba. One of 2. Florida, though, still within range and better than 5 minutes to go. Everything out on the perimeter, and the shot clock now inside 10. Flan trying to drive, blocked away. The 10th block of the night for the Blue Devils.
And Gunba there again as a help defender. So you're driving right in basically to his chest. He just discards Chinyelu and able to get into the way of the driver and block that shot. That's just big-time defense by Patrick Gunba.
4:47 to go, a timeout on the floor. We are back in 30.
Sometimes the best beginnings start with a click. And yours starts right now. Spring into magic and save up to $250 per night with the purchase of a 4-night, 4-day room and ticket package at select Disney Resort hotels. And let the magic begin at Walt Disney World Resort.
4:47 to go in this one. Dan Schulman, Jay Billis, Chris Budd, and Duke leading Florida by 6. Don't forget, North Carolina and Kentucky here on ESPN. Not only 5 blocks for Gunba. We mentioned Duke has 10, Jay. Isaiah Evans has the other 5. He's got 5 blocks tonight.
Only 5 on the shot clock.
Condon slips past Brown and slams it.
Well, you're so worried about Boogie Flan coming off that handoff, and he's not shot the ball well. And a great read of the defense by Alex Condon on that keeper.
Florida has led for all of a minute and a half in this game. Their last lead was 13-12. But again, they are within range. Boozer driving on Chinyalu. Good defense. Boozer left it short. Florida ball.
A really good defense by Ruben Chinyalu on that drive to stop it with his chest.
Bland with a tough mid-range shot that goes to make it a 2-point game. Boogie Fland has stepped up offensively here in the second half.
Urban Klapchar on Isaiah Evans. He's not going to leave him.
Again, Boozer one-on-one with Chinyalu. Chinyalu knocks it away. Boozer finds Foster. They still have time. Now 5 on the shot clock. Boozer misses the 3. Knocked out of bounds by Malik Brown. But it will be Florida ball with 3:29 to go in what is now a 2-point game. Jay, the Gators have been a different group here in the second half.
Much stronger going to the basket and making plays. Florida has fought back to make this a one-possession game. Worried about Fland? The keeper by Condon. And Boogie one-on-one with the fall away.
Can I do this on a budget?
Easy.
Shop Lowe's Black Friday deals all week for great deals across the store and online. Your choice offers and thousands of gifts under $50. Get more holiday for less.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. And turn all of your purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Hey, Dad, can we talk?
Sure, what's up?
I gotta come clean about something.
Okay.
It's my new car. I only paid for a brand new Hyundai Tucson.
You might be on the naughty list.
Enjoy the new car.
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on select Hyundai vehicles. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Oh, you want to put the heavier items on the bottom.
Let's let him do his job.
Right.
Young homeowners love to get involved with everything.
Latte for Jan?
We got a latte for Jan.
Remember, you don't work here.
Latte for Jan?
Ooh, I think the chicken marsala. Ooh, I would not have that.
Julie?
Jan, Jan as in January.
Canned goods, OJ, root beer, then probably sandwich cookies.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
Could be Jan, I guess. Jan?
For the perfect present, the perfect place is your local Ace. This Christmas, order online and we'll deliver same day, or have it ready for pickup in 15 minutes. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Last year as a freshman, Patrick Gungba II was much more of a complimentary player, averaged about 11 minutes per game. He is a starter this year. He's in double figures for the 8th time in 9 games, and scoring is only the beginning, Jay, of what he's done tonight.
Yeah, now he's taking compliments rather than being complimentary. In his last 5 games coming into this one, Patrick Gungba was 23 of 30 from the field. But he's done everything in this game. His passing, his defense, blocking 5 shots, but that's just part of the value he's shown on the defensive end. And then 11 points and 5 rebounds, and he's had to battle against an outstanding front line. Rebounding is going to be a big factor this last 3:25 of regulation.
Chris Button has more.
As animated of a Florida huddle as there's been all game, Todd Golden came in there and said, we just got to do the basics. Rebound, take care of the basketball, get our shots up. We have them playing on our heels. We got this.
An incredible block and save by Malik Brown. Duke ball up 2 with 3 minutes to go.
So many basket-saving plays at the rim for Duke in this game.
And now Mazhar pokes it away. Last tied at 19. Florida's last lead, 13-12. They could tie or take the lead on this trip. Flan takes a bump and hits. Boy, another crafty play by Boogie Flan, and it's all tied up.
Boy, really smart not to blast off that ball screen. Just get the defender on your hip, lock him down, and knock in the mid-range. Great play by Boogie Flan.
A 6-0 run for the Gators to tie it. To shoot. Gumba to Boozer. Boozer 4-3, and Duke is back on top. And John Shire will take a timeout. 27 now for Cameron Boozer.
Ruben Chinyelu just gave way too much space to Cameron Boozer. And Boozer just backed up to that three-point line. Another big-time game for the freshman from Miami, coming off a 35-point performance against Arkansas. Now 27 in this one with just over 2 minutes to go. Off that little screen, just bumps back to the three-point line. And because Chinyelu was giving help on that earlier this season.
From Perth, Australia, Australian rules football player, water polo player as well growing up. But it looks like he made a good choice focusing on basketball, and he's brought him back within one.
Back to the 1-2-2 pressure.
Little trap. Foster gets it over. With now 1 minute remaining in regulation.
They're going back to this zone. Chinyelu in the middle.
Laying off of Gumba. He'll step back. He'll take it. Florida ball with a chance to take the lead. Flan got it! And the Gators lead by 2. Timeout Duke with 30.9 to go. Boogie Flan has put the Gators on top.
How about the championship level response by the Gators, not only in this second half, but down the stretch. The high screen by Ruben Chinyelu, that gave Boogie Flan some room for that shot going to his left. What a big-time shot by Boogie Flan,
who has 13 of his 16 here in the second half. Let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
ESPN News, the sensational freshman Caleb Wilson, Otega Oweh, and an outstanding Kentucky team. It'll come your way here on ESPN. But Dan, only after the incredible finish in Cameron.
Kevin, my friend, thank you. Let's hope that one is as much fun as this one has been. At times, Jay, it looked like the Blue Devils might run the Gators out of here. Florida couldn't make a shot. How did they get back into this game and take the lead in the second half?
They were just much stronger with the ball in the second half. They finished plays, and the guards performed at a much higher level, especially Boogie Fland. Remember, Florida still has a foul to give. You know, they don't want to just use it indiscriminately, but Patrick Gungba did not play up to the level of the screen. He was right in the middle of the lane, and that just allowed Chinyelu to pick off Fland's defender, and he had an easy shot. It's not easy to make, but it was wide open, and Florida's not had many wide open shots in this game.
Florida also has the possession arrow. Duke has the ball with 30.9 seconds remaining, down by 2.
Oftentimes when Cameron Boozer takes the ball out on the side, he'll get a little slice cut. Here it is, the back screen. They're not going to go for it.
Foster gets it back to him. Again, it's Chinyelu defending. Help from Mazhar. Evans for 3. They left Evans, and he made him pay. Shot clock turned off. Florida with the ball down by 1. Condon. Fland. He's been the go-to guy. Dribbled it off his foot. And with 2.5 seconds to go, it's Duke ball.
Duke went to a 2-man game late with Boozer and Evans. And Evans, after setting that screen, just popped to the 3-point line. 2 on the ball. Klapjar could not get back in time. And 2 on the ball here, and Boogie Fland just loses control of the ball. And with that 1 foul to give, now Duke can inbound it and end it.
For Isaiah Evans, his first made 3 in 8 attempts tonight, and it could not have been more timely. Malik Brown checks in for the Blue Devils. As Jay said, still no bonus. That's the 6th foul. Duke will inbound.
And really what Florida needs here is a 5-second call more than anything.
Duke is out of timeouts. Into Foster, and an immediate foul by Fland. Boy, that went from 2.5 down to 1 on that play. I wonder if they're going to have a look at it and maybe put some time back on the clock here. That seemed like a lot as quickly as Fland fouled. And Brian O'Connell is at the monitor. And he's saying, hold on, everybody. I think they're going to put a little bit of time back on this. That seemed like a lot to come off. So a free timeout for each coach. It'll be Foster at the line, 1-1. And the only issue is how much time will be on the clock. You can see the clock. It was at 2.2 when the play started, but I mean it's 1.9 somewhere around there when the foul was given. It was immediate.
Now the question on the free throws. You know, if you make the first, do you consider missing the second so you don't give an opportunity for an inbounds?
The game clock will be reset to 1.9 seconds. Duke will be shooting at 1-1.
Well, what's your feeling?
I'm kind of torn on it.
You make the second, the worst that can happen is to go to overtime.
The worst that can happen is overtime. I tend to think you just go ahead and try to make them.
So 1.9, Foster at the line, 1 of 2 tonight, 63% on the season, and again, this is 1-1. Missed it. Chinyelu will call a timeout, and it's going to be Florida ball down by 1 with 1.5 to go. Whole lot of fun and a whole lot of tension in this game here tonight. Here at Cameron, Duke leading almost the entire way, leading by as many as 15 at one point, and now with a second and a half to go, the Gators have a chance to win it.
And I think you have to put somebody on the ball, a big defender on the ball, on a spot throw-in. And there's more than enough time for a catch and shoot. And with a one-point game, you can throw it all the way near the basket. And remember, Florida's got tremendous size. If you just get a deflection, get a finger on it, that can end the game.
North Carolina and Kentucky coming after this one here on ESPN. But we've still got a big 1.5 seconds, and now it looks like they've knocked it down 1/10 of a second. The officials had a look at the monitor during the timeout. Now it's been put to 1.4. Florida's got to go the length of the court.
And it's important here to play good defense without fouling.
It'll be Thomas Houck inbounding, and it'll be Malik Brown on the ball.
Both Chinyelu and Condon are back, guarded by Gungba and Cam Boozer.
And now they've set the clock back to 1.5. And now it appears we're ready to go. Houck being told he cannot run the baseline. He's got to stay in place. Here we go. Deflected. Brown deflected it. And Duke wins it. What a play by a guy who is so good defensively, makes so many of those intangible type plays, and that one seals the win for the Blue Devils.
Malik Brown, who transferred in from Syracuse, where he was on the ACC's all-defensive team, leads this team in deflections. Just well timed out to get it with that left hand. And you get a deflection, the game ends. A great play to finish this game by Malik Brown.
And a really fun game where both teams fought so hard, and the Gators got right back into it. It briefly took the lead late in the game. But it's Cameron Boozer leading the way with 29 points tonight as Duke wins by 1, and Boozer is with Chris.
Cam, congratulations. Isaiah Evans makes that 3 when you guys are down 2, and you think what?
Sorry, what? I can't hear.
When Isaiah Evans makes that 3, what was going through your head?
Oh, I mean, we ran that play. We know how good a shooter Slim is. He didn't have it going to start the game, but I have full confidence in him. That's why I made that pass. Big-time player, big-time shot.
You guys were down 15. That lead dwindles. What did you guys show in terms of composure that you needed down the stretch?
Yeah, we showed toughness. Obviously, Florida's a great team. They won a national championship last year. They're probably the biggest team in the country with their front court. And I think we just showed toughness on the boards, keeping off the offensive glass, getting 50-50 balls, and that's ultimately why we won the game.
Congratulations, Kim.
Thank you.
A great game for the freshman. Just another one in what is becoming a nightly occurrence as he scores 29. That great shot by Evans, as Chris and Cam Boozer were talking about, and then the great defensive play by Malik Brown. What a game. Boy, two teams fought so hard, but the Blue Devils win it 67-66 in a fun one here tonight.
Well, Florida showed the heart of a champion in the second half to come back with a legitimate chance to win it at the end. But that little pick and pop with Isaiah Evans, they had 2 on the ball. He just pops back to the open area and set his feet really quickly. A huge shot. And the last play with the chance down 1. Just great timing by Malik Brown to get his left hand to deflect that ball and end this game. But I'm not sure Duke wins this game without Patrick Gungba. Right. And the way he played on the defensive end, on the glass, his passing, just a great all-around game by the Duke big man.
Thomas Houck had 24 for Florida. Boogie Flan had big basket after big basket late to get the Gators back into it and eventually tie it and take the lead. But in the end, just two huge plays at the end. The three by Evans, the deflection by Brown. To Jay's point about Gungba, who we spoke about a fair bit earlier in the game, he winds up with 11 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks. An incredible night in so many different ways for Gungba.
And the scary thing is both these teams are going to get significantly better as the season goes along.
Couldn't agree more. We'll see the Gators a week from tonight against UConn at the Jimmy V. Can't wait for that. Carolina, Kentucky coming up. For Jay Billis, Chris Button, and our entire crew, I'm Dan Schulman saying thanks for joining us here in Durham. Now let's send you to Rupp, Jay, Will, Dickie V, and Obi.
Well, here inside Rupp Arena, that's a guy having a good night already. That's Will Stein, hired as the Kentucky football coach and introduced in front of the home crowd here as the basketball Wildcats are also off to a very nice start themselves. We just saw Cam Boozer and Duke pull off a terrific victory. These are his numbers: 29 points, 10 to 21, 6 rebounds. You talk about the terrific freshmen all over the country. Caleb Wilson for North Carolina at 20 and 10, leading the Tar Heels, who are 6-1, ranked number 16, up against number 18 Kentucky. A night of the Blue Bloods. That means we have Dickie V and Jay Will in the house as well.
Well, it's a lot of fun being here, no doubt about it. These fans are so passionate. Big Blue Nation. I love the spirit, the energy. I like the coach, the new coach. He came out fired up. Well, he's undefeated. He better be fired up.
Yeah. He was a very popular guy.
I'm fired up to see Caleb Wilson. I'll go ahead and say it. Think about names like Antoine Jamison, Vince Carter, Marvin Williams. That is the talent level of Caleb Wilson.
Aberdeen pokes it
That's
away.
Pretty good company.
That's
great
company.
Pretty good company, man.
Foul on Powell. See Kentucky in front 10-4 early.
We could talk about all the diaper dandies you want, but right now the one that's standing out more than all of them is Cameron Boozer, your former teammate's son. He's been dominant. His performance, he carried them to the victory against Arkansas with 35. Tonight against Florida, another national team, 29. He rises to the challenge of the big competition.
Here's Wilson with a touch, the 6'10" freshman from Atlanta. Mazhar inside for 2. He's 7 feet.
So much in this game early. North Carolina's been doing a lot on the perimeter. Their bread and butter is down low with Wilson and Mazhar. They lead them in points, averaging around 35 points per game. Get the ball down low, Dick. That's what they need to do.
You know, Jay, Mazhar is a really great pickup they got from Arizona. Size, can shoot the 3. He can pass the ball. He's a big plus for Carolina.
He's 16 points, 8 rebounds a game so far for Hubert Davis, too. So you're right. Contributing in a big way. Powell will launch and knock down a 3.
He can shoot the 3. He's a little offense. They got an elite shooter on the bench. An elite shooter, Dixon. He can really shoot it.
And so far, he's 50% beyond the 3-point line. So Kentucky with the basketball, leading at 10-9. Closing the gap here, North Carolina and a whistle with 13:26 to go in the first half. Dickie's Super 6 now.
Other than diaper dandies that are really talented and really special. What do you think of those guys, Jay?
I mean, A.J. DeBonta reminds me a lot of Tracy McGrady with the way he plays.
Wow.
He is elite. The footwork, we'll get a chance to see him at the Garden for the Jimmy V Classic coming up next Tuesday. And Kingston Flemings is playing his tail off. A freshman who's leading Houston in points per game. When does that ever happen?
Yeah. He's terrific, the kid.
So Garrison at the line. Brandon Garrison, big junior from Oklahoma City. Another transfer for Kentucky from Oklahoma State.
He had experience, played a lot last year. So he gives them another size. They got a lot of bigs they can bring in. What they really need, they got to get the kid low. He's got a shoulder injury, a legitimate point guard. And if they ever get Quaintance to play, the kid from Arizona State, he's a man. He's really unbelievable. He's had an ACL injury.
Diabate also out tonight for Kentucky with a high ankle sprain. So they really have 3 starters unable to go right now because of injury. It's a very deep team. Dixon trying to slash inside. Derek Dixon, a freshman from Vienna, Virginia, will draw the foul. That goes on Johnson. Mark Pope, year number 2. And the pressure for a big early win is building.
Yeah, it really is needed. They need a marquee win when you look at Kentucky. They were beaten by Louisville basically lose total control. Even though Kentucky made a great comeback, down 20, they cut it to 4, but then they closed it out, Louisville, and they get Michael Brown. Was sensational. Then you talk about they got beat by Michigan State. Michigan State blew them out. Michigan State's so physical. That, by the way, I think is the next game for Duke. I think they got the Spartans next, Jay.
I think the Spartans are playing the best basketball in the country. You talk about physicality each and every possession, and you are not leaving that game without claw marks on your arm.
Yeah, Michigan State, Tom Izzo's beat both of these teams. It beat them handily. This one tied at 11.
Transition defense is really big for Kentucky. That's what North Carolina wants to do, especially their bigs. Caleb Wilson's so good at attacking with the full head of steam. But you're going to see Kentucky try to give the North Carolina guards a lot of clout to shoot the ball from the perimeter, considering they were 4 of 23 from the field last game.
Tough move and a bank shot by Derek Dixon, who was the Gatorade Player of the Year in the Washington, D.C. area.
Hubert told me on the phone yesterday, he said, Dick, he's an elite shooter. And let's not forget, Carolina's missing a real key component to their team in Seth Trimble.
15 points a game, broken arm. They hope to get him back somewhere around Christmas. That might be a little bit too soon. Johnson with a teardrop. Big rebound here. Garrison hooks it up and in.
Great offensive rebound right there. And that was a big concern about Hubert yesterday on the phone. We got to do a better job rebounding. Rebound is the key.
Out of the corner, Powell. As he drops down to 3, and that's something North Carolina does a lot. They take a lot of three-pointers, Joe.
Well, we said that, they were 4 of 23 from the three-point shot, 17% in that game against Michigan State. And Kentucky's going to let them take those shots. They rather than beat them from the perimeter than from in the paint.
Yelovich backing down into the paint. Turns and fires and knocks down 2. Andre Yelovich at 6'11". He's 21 years old. He's no kid. A lot of international pro experience in Serbia.
They come here knowing how to play, man. They really do. Usually those foreign players are so fundamentally solid.
They say 21, he's no kid. Of course he's a kid at 21.
He's a grown man.
Yeah, he is a grown, playing against grown men. Dixon with a smooth feed downstairs. Wilson with the finish.
Nice play, Wilson. They've been having a tough time getting the ball to Wilson. Kentucky's doing a great job trying to contain them and keep the ball away from them.
I think similar to Michigan State, it was very physical with Wilson, in particular in that second half.
Wriggling free underneath for the basket. 2 points for Jasper Johnson.
He's a kid very capable of breaking out. He's got a lot of skills, very athletic. Jasper.
Poked away by Chandler. And a nice job by Wilson as it's deflected off the back of the backboard. So it'll stay on this at 10:20 to go. Chandler contributing early big time. And Wilson getting going underneath. 20 points, 10 rebounds a game. And on the other end of the floor with the quick hands as well.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diane.
Hi, I just received my new Discover card. It says cash back on every purchase. What's cash back?
It's new. Buy what you need, earn a little extra back.
Even on walkie-talkies, rope, and a baseball bat?
You betcha.
10 to 15 pumpkins? That works.
Absolutely.
How about flowers?
What he meant to say was flamethrower.
A what?
And Doug.
There it is, Limu, the 50-yard line. Soon we'll be telling the whole stadium how Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance. To save people hundreds! Whoa! Ah! Looks like we're walking.
We'll get them at halftime. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Wow. Yeah, can you believe what's happening at VisionWorks? You can use this year's benefits before they expire.
Even more wow.
Use your Vision benefits before they expire. VisionWorks. See the difference.
Angel Soft. Well, it's gotta be soft.
It's gotta be strong. Actually, Angel Soft is both. Soft so it's cushy and strong to get the job done. Angel Soft. Soft and strong, so I'ma be the baddest
The new Infiniti QX80 and QX60 Sport are dark chrome, stealthed out thieves. With beauty that steals your attention and the competition's thunder. Make the perfect getaway in the first ever Infiniti QX80 and QX60 Sport. Get 2.9% APR on all 2026 models during the once-in-a-wintertime event, only at your local Infiniti retailer.
At the University of Kentucky, we build, we work, we lead. Not for the credit, but the future. For the name on the front of the jersey, the name that binds us, the place that drives us. For students and patients, farmers and families, fans and physicians, from dawn to dusk, we are here, advancing Kentucky together.
The Chargers host the Eagles this week on Monday Night Football.
While Joe and Troy are on the call for the Human World game, we'll be calling the Monster World game.
Funday Football kicks off Monday at 8 Eastern from Monstropolis, and Monday Night Football from LA.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by VisionWorks. See the difference. And see a hint of Christmas here in Lexington, complete with some snowfall overnight, fairly significant. Dickie B, here it comes, the 2026 Dick Vitale car raffle.
What about a Porsche? Come on, I need all Big Blue Nation. I need all you fans out there, Kentucky and certainly Carolina, to help us raise dollars for kids battling cancer. Let me tell you this. I'm obsessed doing that because after suffering and going through cancer, 4 battles I've had, no kid should have to suffer. So if you want to get a chance on that Porsche, just go to v.org/Vitale raffle. v.org/Vitale raffle. $100. Hey, Jay, you look good in that unbelievable Porsche.
I'll put it in the bid right now.
You might not be eligible to win.
No, come on. I got no eligibility left. Come on.
There goes the eligibility. 10:02 to go here in the first half.
Wait, Obi, I'm 44. I can still play in college basketball.
You can still shoot it. I saw you earlier today.
That's the median age of college basketball today. What are you talking about?
Wilson.
You look like you still can play.
Wilson draws the double. Back to the freshman. He can't stick it. And Marino went up high for the rebound. Already up there at 7 feet through the foul.
He's got to do a better job of taking better shots. I think sometimes he rushes shots. Well, you expect that out of a kid. He's so talented. He's multi-skilled. I mean, I watch him and I just see greatness all over when you talk Caleb Wilson. He's really one of those guys you can't teach many of the things that he can do.
And look, for a guy like Caleb Wilson, if you're able to take him out of transition and if you're physical with him, you make him try to beat you off the dribble, that is a win for the opposing team.
He's amazing in transition. There's no doubt about it, Jay.
Foul off the ball. That'll go against Aiden High, his first.
Hey, my guy, Jay, let me tell you this. I covered his games twice. NABC Player of the Year. I'm not sure Duke had. I don't know that for a fact, but I'm going to guess. I don't think Duke's had a 2-time Player of the Year. Would you know that?
No, but could you tell that to the other Jay?
Jay Billis, yeah.
That's right.
Marino, who is really gifted, 2025 Mr. Kentucky basketball. A long one coming and a good looking stroke there by Yelovich, but can't knock it down. And High collects the rebound for Carolina.
You know, a lot for Kentucky will come down to half-court execution, and that's where they missed Jalen Lowe, the transfer from Pittsburgh. Just a great organizer and manager of the game.
See, I thought that 2 losses with Louisville and Michigan State, 2 marquee teams, you know, they blow out all those cupcakes. I mean, they're just too strong. I think 2 things that I thought about. Shot selection, and that comes your point guard play, you said, Jay.
Wilson has to fire with a shot clock down to 2, so a wild-looking shot, but they'll get a second chance.
And also, number 2, team defense. Giving help to one another. Helping one another. Communicate. You would see here all the time playing for Coach K. Communicate, communicate.
Well, it helps when you have a guy like Jaden Quaidance who hopefully can come back for this team that could be your anchor from the low post position, can block out the sun.
That's going to be batted out with 1.6 on the shot clock. Now, we were watching him earlier today, just kind of messing around in practice.
Strong.
Oh, is he ever? He is a man at 6'9".
He has Shaquille O'Neal type hands. And you talk about a guy transferred from Arizona State, but number 9 overall prospect in the 26 NBA draft, according to ESPN's Jeremy Woo. That's how talented of a player that he is. And by the way, defensively and offensively, one of the most elite players in the country.
You know, Bob Hurley had him down there. Bob Hurley loved it. Let me tell you this. You look at a kid like that as a coach, and you sit at the end of the bench, it crushes you that he has to be an assistant coach because of an injury, and he can't play. I mean, he's that talented.
Wilson at the reset of the shot clock. What a sweet shot that is by the freshman.
Well, that was a great move right there. Medium range, he's automatic. He really is. It's a distance, a three-point shot. He's got to work on.
Pull up in the drop inside for the big, and Marino will cash in. Top 30 prospect who stayed home. He played at Great Crossing, just about a half hour from campus. Stolen away by Oweh, and he'll slam it down.
Well, he can bounce off the floor. He's like one of those Spalding balls I used to play with as a kid. When I talk about a kid, that's a lot of years ago. A lot of years ago.
86 years young.
Oh, man. Young at heart. Every tale can come true.
Yes.
And you're young at heart, says Frank Sinatra.
I've heard it sung. Wilson poked away. Kentucky with another theft.
Oh, nice pass.
And a slam by Aberdeen.
Playing well defensively, converting from defense to offense. They love it here, baby. They love it. All these big Blue Nation fans, they love it. They eat, sleep, and drink basketball around here. They really do.
We talked a lot about Caleb Wilson being one of the guys for this team. You talk about a tough shot, degree of difficulty, 30.
For the perfect present, the perfect place is your local Ace. This Christmas, get free assembly and delivery on your new grill at Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
I'll give you 1/5 of my cookies for 1/3 of your pizza.
Don't lowball me, Harold. 2 tenths.
3 tenths.
Deal.
Willingly doing fractions. That's the Lunchables effect.
Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold or Flu Fizzy Chews. Chew, fizz. Feel better fast. No water needed. Alka-Seltzer Plus Fizzy Chew.
What you got to say? Say hey, hey, hey. What you got
New Balance. We got now.
The new SpongeBob movie Search for SquarePants menu is now at Burger King. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
A fun new menu featuring SpongeBob's Krabby Whopper.
Look! This treasure's all mine, swashbucklers.
Let your imagination set sail with the new tasty SpongeBob menu at Burger King. The SpongeBob movie, only in theaters December 19th.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. You handle chaos with composure, because everything you do behind the scenes sets the stage for their big day. You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
Is it getting hot in here? Woo. Nah, girl, that's just the menopause. Introducing Weight Watchers for menopause. Now with medical experts trained in perimenopause and menopause to give you the care you deserve. All backed by the #1 doctor-recommended weight loss program and a community of women to cheer you on. Join us today at WeightWatchers.com.
Cancer has a mortal enemy, Dana-Farber. For nearly 80 years, Dana-Farber's advanced discoveries have helped people everywhere get their life back. Because nothing is as effective against cancer as breakthrough after breakthrough after breakthrough. If your world is touched by cancer, Dana-Farber is Boston's cancer specialist.
Wentz the second. Williams. Quick pass to Dudley. Great look. Great vision. You young kids, keep your eyes up all the time. Don't look at the ball. Great vision by Jason Williams.
I'll tell you one thing. I remember every possession of that game. Keith Bogans, Tayshaun Prince, Tubby Smith, having 38 at the Meadowlands and getting a win that night with you on the sideline, Dick, literally was one of the highlights of my college career.
Well, it was your career high, too.
It was.
And I'll tell you one thing, Kentucky had you guys beaten. Tubby, you guys were #1 in the country, were undefeated. I remember that game. Great memory I have there about that, because your performance was off the charts. And I also remember Coach K taking all 5 starters out. He was furious, showed his motivational ability. And you came back and you won 98. I think it was 95-92.
How do you remember stuff like this?
Well, you know, certain games, they stand in you. You know, they're special.
Well, it came back for Kentucky because my last college basketball game was here at Rupp when we lost to Indiana, honestly. And it was the only time I've ever heard Kentucky fans root for IU basketball.
Aberdeen bottled up, nearly picked up. Chandler with a catch, shot clock down to 10. Oway lines it up, got an excellent look.
He has a tendency to have a little hitch in his shot.
Turned around by Wilson, can't stick it, but he wins back the second chance. Up he goes, around and out. Been pretty relentless on the glass here early. Kentucky by 2 and the ball.
Kentucky doing a great job of just being physical with Wilson, not getting any space to operate down low on the block.
Chandler keeps on trucking.
Should have shot it.
Yeah, he should have.
Should have shot that
right
ball.
there at the rim.
Should have shot that ball. I mean, a great front change of direction right there on the rim. You know, you mentioned about memory, certain games. Like I used to remember, for example, wow.
Tayshaun Prince, look at that.
Yeah.
2001 SEC Player of the Year.
Currently with the Memphis Grizzlies right now.
And then we got 2001 right here, Player of the Year in the ACC.
Got a lot of talent right now, not playing, watching.
World champion with the Detroit Pistons.
Williams directed traffic. Shot clock down to 4. Aberdeen gave it up, gets it back. He'll launch a long one. Never got to the rim, and a shot clock violation.
Now, North Carolina so far in this game with 5 turnovers, and Kentucky with 8 points off those turnovers. Hubert talked to it about it today earlier about being strong with the ball in the half court and just careless passes early.
See, I thought the turnover situation would go the other way. Play without a point guard, pressure them a little bit, and try to get them a little rattled. But they've done a very good job. Everybody chipping in a little bit, handling the ball.
Mazhar showing some muscle underneath and will drop in 2.
That was a legitimate big-time move in that lane. Using the left hand.
And Hubert Davis says he really knows how to play. The 7-footer from Estonia.
Yeah, and he knows how to play. Most of those guys that come here from overseas know how to play. They're fundamentally solid, really understand the game.
Chandler way downtown, glancing off the rim.
Shooting too quick. I think that's too quick. A little more patience, but the extra pass.
Just a bad shot. Try to beat the player off the dribble or create for his teammates with some dribble penetration.
Stevenson in tight, tapped away, and a second effort here for North Carolina.
Hubert's got to really be pleased with their rebounding right now there. Great second effort. Hubert's really enthusiastic, really animated on that sideline.
Looking to pick up his 7th win and swished in. Bogobats with a nice touch there. He's only 32% beyond the 3, but he's their #1 3-point taker. And North Carolina with an 8-2 run.
I'll tell you, Dick, this North Carolina team looks like those North Carolina teams back in the 90s. Tall, athletic. They play 2 bigs. They play inside out. And they get some shooting. They have a legit chance to win the ACC.
And Denzel Aberdeen comes in averaging 14 a game. 6'5" senior transfer from the Florida Gators.
Yeah, from the Gators. He came for the national championship team. He's got a winning mentality as well as his scoring ability. He can shoot the 3.
Yeah, Florida losing to Duke at Cameron Indoor right before this one. Aberdeen with a nice move inside.
Nice drive to the goal, Mr. Aberdeen. He says, I'm a winner, baby. I got a ring. I'm a national champ. Goes from one school, the competitor in the conference, to Kentucky. And they welcome him big time.
The swing for the long jumper. That won't fall. Rebound loose in the lane, and a big scrap for that.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Hey, the football coach, new guy's going to like that. Diving, hustling, scrapping. Oh, it's always great when you name the head coach like he was.
North Carolina will retain possession.
Well, Henry Mazhar just doing his thing down low. We talked about this being a must-win for both teams. There's no doubt about it. We have a dogfight here in Lexington, Kentucky.
Zepbound may help in your weight loss journey. Once weekly Zepbound helps adults with obesity lose weight and keep it off.
Don't take if allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, depression, or suicidal thoughts before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems.
Ask your healthcare provider about once weekly Zepbound and check your coverage today at zepbound.com.
For a limited time at Panera, cozy up with a $1 cup of soup when you buy a sandwich or salad. Because there's cozy, and then there's cuddling up with some autumn squash soup cozy. And that feeling is just $1 away. Hurry to Panera. Dollar soups won't last.
5K fun run.
Say hi to Patty, celebrated social worker,
Who's coming in second?
self-appointed social chair, potluck, kickball, last call.
Sign up for Goat Yoga.
You name it, she's on it. And you have 47 emails to prove it. But her capacity to care is unmatched. You need Patty. Patty needs a retirement plan. Work with Principal so we can help you help Patty with a retirement and benefits plan that's right for her.
Good night, guys.
Let our expertise round out yours.
With low prices store-wide. Eat well for less at Whole Foods Market.
The Apple A19 Pro chip is vapor-cooled because when you run cool, you can push your limits and juggle over 35 trillion complex tasks a second. Imagine if we were that powerful.
With Coach Seth Greenberg and Ron Slade, Kevin Connors, the Jeep Halftime Report is on the way. We'll check in on UConn and Kansas, the Florida Duke thriller, and a huge win for Syracuse. What do you got to see more of out of Kentucky?
Kentucky has to get out in transition and create baskets by getting stops. You got to fuel yourself because the point guard play, Coach.
You know, we're talking about point guard play. You big guys got to understand, the game starts with the guards, and both of these teams are struggling. You talk about Kentucky, always not a point guard. They're missing Jalen Lowe. On the other side, North Carolina, Jay Will. If they have Seth Trimble, this is a very different team. Carolina with Seth Trimble is dangerous.
Seth, you're absolutely right. He's the one guy that can dribble and beat you off the bounce, gets to the free throw line, and initiates the offense. And right now you're seeing North Carolina with 7 first-half turnovers, and that's allowing Kentucky to get out in transition.
Oh, nice coming out the ball. Great movement, a breakdown, no communication at all by Kentucky. You know, Seth is right there, but I'll tell you this, Seth Trimble, you mentioned free throw lines. Last year he went to the line 140 times. So he's getting people in foul trouble. He's an elite defender. He's a special player. No doubt he will give Carolina a big, big lift.
And not to mention 15 points a game. Evans with the foul, so out tonight with a broken left arm. 2 fouls on Evans.
17 points, 8 boards while guarding Darren Peterson in that win against Kansas. And you know, not only is a guy that can attack downhill, but also an elite defender.
I think Peterson's coming back. I think they're hoping that he's going to play today against Connecticut.
Bill Self needs him to come back.
Definitely. I mean, he's got up to a spectacular start before that injury. Trent North, a 3-point shooter into the game now here for the Wildcats, and they'll keep it alive as Aberdeen will drive it around the back, getting it downstairs Garrison couldn't finish it, though.
Oh.
Would have been a spectacular basket here. North Carolina by 1. Dixon. Wilson on the spin. Gets it up there short. Fights for the rebound. And it comes away to Kentucky. Chandler not going to wait. Will drive and scoop, and he got it to go.
Wow, that was an incredible play right there. Little Hail Mary time, but he was falling the whole bit.
Chandler's had a strong first half. Comes in averaging 12. Stevenson with the pick.
Turnover.
Another turnover here. He will hold up. It's Williams, the open shooter. Harrison doing a nice job trying to save it into the backcourt, but Kentucky will have it.
Watching those unbelievable guys I covered that can really shoot. Yeah. Reggie Miller, Chris Mullen, Steve Alford. I can go on and on. They left their hands. Jay Williams, that ball left their hands.
That's going to be a backcourt violation.
They had a chance to go in.
That's the right call. That's the right call.
Coming up, men's college basketball on Wednesday. Louisville and Arkansas. NC State and Auburn as the challenge continues.
I want to say this with Arkansas. There's a guy down there coaching, John Calipari. Calipari was here for 15 years. And I'm telling you something, he deserves to have a banner hanging up in the rafters, because what he did, the players he brought to this area were unbelievable.
On this one, 5 ties, 7 lead changes. Bogobot's on the move. Off the fake, and well short. Right back to him. Over the top, went for an alley-oop for Wilson, but a wild-looking pass.
You're seeing right here why Owe is one of the best defenders in the country, just so active, and Kentucky doing a great job in transition, getting back. And Caleb Wilson seeing multiple white jerseys. And that's where Caleb Wilson's elite, Dick. He's elite at attacking you in transition, getting to the rim and getting to the free throw line.
Well, he's going to draw a lot of attention, and he's going to open up lanes and spacing for other players.
This is what he's good at right here. Look at that.
The move's there, but a terrific block by Marino.
Marino right there really timed that so efficiently.
Long one here by Aberdeen, who's been really good beyond the 3 at 39%, but not this time. Yelovich close in for 2.
That's the second time he made that kind of play. Going across the lane. King Andre.
Bogobot's with a hard drive and will lay it in. Nick Bogobot, 6'6" junior from Montenegro.
And a direct lane to the goal. Nobody there at all.
Cuts it to 1 under a minute to play in the first half here at Rupp Arena. The swing, Aberdeen to the baseline. Tried to feed Marino. It's picked off by Mazhar. And the whistle with 45.5 seconds to go. And a turnover.
Boy,
on the
both
foul
these
would be
teams
Chandler.
looking for a marquee win here. You know, you're talking about North Carolina. They have one, beating Kansas earlier in the year. But you look at Kentucky, they were empty with that. They do not have a marquee win, and they need it. They need it. We'll be back here again, you and I, December 13th. We're going to be here for Indiana comes to town. And also joining us, the round man of rebound, Mr. Barkley.
Indeed, Charles Barkley will be with us. Wilson at the line, and he'll have another one coming.
How's OB going to get a word in on that broadcast?
Charles is something else, man.
I can't wait.
I love him. I love him. He's candid. He's up front. He's genuine. He's real. Hey, Charles, see all the great things I'm saying about you? You better say it about me, Charles. Come on. Charles. Well, Sir Charles, I call him.
Sir Charles. Well, the reason he's on that broadcast is because he's been wanting to work with you for decades, he said. And on a broadcast, he gets an opportunity to do that.
We couldn't get it done, and we finally got it done. I can't wait because you're going to be here in control. In control.
We'll see. Wilson short on that, tied at 31.
On these are two blue blood programs. I look at those jerseys, Jay, and I get a little bit like goosebumps. I think about the greats that have worn those jerseys. rated at number 23. I still love the battles when he played against Sampson in Virginia. Those were special.
Yelovich off the fake. Can't connect. 17 seconds before the break, Dick.
I'm seeing a lot of bricks.
Caleb Wilson just active defensively. Multiple efforts to get back and to try to recover there to block out that shot.
Dixon on the move, lays it up. That won't drop. Wilson went for the slam, and that's the end of the first half. We are tied at 31. Kentucky and North Carolina. Low-scoring first half.
And games are won on the defensive end. Look at the multiple efforts here by Caleb Wilson not to quit on the play. That's a sense of urgency. That's the effort that North Carolina needs to block out those perimeter shooters.
So we're at the break at Rupp Arena, the ACC SEC Men's Challenge. Kentucky 31, North Carolina 31. Back to the studio and Kevin Connors.
OB, a dynamite first half there in Rupp Arena. Kentucky has not made a three, and yet they're tied at 31. The Jeep halftime report. Two-time ACC Coach of the Year Seth Greenberg, former SEC Player of the Year Ron Slay. Kevin Connors here with you. Coach, Caleb Wilson, sensational. Only 3 of 11 from the field tonight. What stands out about how Kentucky is defending him?
Well, they've taken Carolina out of transition first and foremost, which is so important. The second thing, so now they're playing in the half court, and they're making them play in the crowd. They're doing a really good job of streaking off certain people, early help, walling up, forcing him to score over people and being really physical with him, getting him off his spot. Really solid defensive game plan for Kentucky.
We talked about the point guard play for Kentucky. So the offense that Coach Pope is running, body movement, ball movement. They only have 4 assists right now. You have to get each other open, set some better screens, do the work for each other because you don't have a guy in the front setting it up, whatever plays they are. So, Kentucky, they understand basketball up there. So they understood a guy like me coming in there doing what I did senior year, with the headband on. I'm just saying, this is what I looked like. And when I came back out for the post game, you know who led the standing ovation?
Who's that?
The great Ashley Judd. So everybody don't do that up there. I'm just saying, salute to y'all, Kentucky. Y'all know basketball. That's all.
That's top line of the resume stuff right there.
Just saying, man.
Are we going to get your biggest scoring games of every single team in the SEC?
Well, Coach,
I know you know them all.
That's why they came up with ChatGPT and Google. You can easily type it in. I can figure it out.
What'd you get from Alabama? What was your game against Alabama?
I didn't do much against Alabama. I just went off against Rod Grizzard and all these. Who's keeping count? I ain't keeping count.
Maybe Florida. We can talk about that at some point here. Take it on Duke. How about Cam Boozer, 29 and 3 threes?
How about that big three right there? You got to step out. You got to make him put it on the floor. I thought the execution down the stretch. Drop coverage right there. Boogie Flan's going to light you up.
Yeah, you need more of that if you're Florida. You're dependent on him. This right here, Coach, just action. From the big to the small, so much space. Look at the space.
Big ball screen. Cam Boozer drags too. They throw back to Harris. He knocks down a big-time three.
Evans had been 0 of 7 from 3 before he made that, and then they turned Fland over. One last chance for the Gators. How about Malik Brown, the defensive play?
That's why you put him in. I thought that guy was pretty good in orange, too.
Yes, exactly. Elite company here.
I tell you what.
Cam Boozer averaging 30 per game over his last 3 games. First Dookie to do that since J.J. Redick.
He's just such a brutal matchup. Inside, outside, off of double teams, knocking down threes. The guy's a joke.
Big comeback for Florida. It comes up short. Florida gets UConn next Tuesday at the Jimmy V. In action in the Fog tonight. This is Cole Rosario.
Wow, angry at the rim. Put it down one time for the people at home.
Solo Ball is shooting it tonight, Coach.
Solo Ball is knocking down jumping. Look, he's a world-class three-point shooter. He's going to make three-point shots. They're playing without Tyrus Reed. That is a huge problem right now for UConn.
Bryson Tiller, the floater. The Jayhawks lead it by 6 right now over on ESPN2. When we come back, Slay, avert your eyes.
Yeah.
The other orange, the Syracuse orange.
I can't see.
Biggest win of the Red Autry era next.
Can I do this on a budget?
Easy.
Shop Lowe's Black Friday deals all week for great deals across the store and online. Your choice offers and thousands of gifts under $50. Get more holiday for less.
let's go. Come on and frame that feeling. Wrap up this season right. Make something that means something. Shutterfly. I know, there's a better day coming.
Get a large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49 from Little Caesars. It has delicious breadcrumbs on the cheese stuffed crust that make it, what's the word?
It's crunch-tastic.
You read my mind, kiddo. Get the lowest price in stuffed crust for only $9.49. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza. For the perfect present, the perfect place is your local Ace. This Christmas, order online and we'll deliver same day, or have it ready for pickup in 15 minutes. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
This turkey is so juicy.
And these mashed potatoes.
Okay, I get it. You set one turkey on fire.
One? I kind of miss those firemen.
Mama. You gonna keep on, Mama. Behave.
There is nothing like the feeling of coming home to yourself after a struggle with cancer. For nearly 80 years, Dana-Farber has given people their life back because nothing is as effective against cancer as discovery after discovery after discovery. Dana-Farber is Boston's cancer specialist. We can help you come home again.
I got a CT scan, and just moments later, the doctor came in and said, "You have 4 months to live." My family was there, and they had to hear this. It was the hardest moment of my life. This Giving Tuesday, I'm not asking for much. I just want more Tuesdays.
This Giving Tuesday, you can help give cancer patients like Jay more Tuesdays. Donate by midnight to help fund life-saving research. Go online or scan this code right now.
Welcome back to the Jeep Halftime Report.
Seth Greenberg and former Tennessee star Ron Slay, Kevin Connors. What do you think about Nate Ament?
Nate Ament, a freshman, but that's not a freshman play. Just finding the line of the ball, stand in front. This defense, coach.
Phil Talk Power, would they have you switch out on that ball screen?
Absolutely not. Hard hands, send them high, baby.
Okay, J.J. Starling, he gets 2 switches. He knocks down 2 big-time shots.
Yeah, Bishop Boswell, another guy that's coming into his own, defensive guy, but being able to put that offense, that's going to help them going down the stretch.
10 seconds to go. Look at William Kyle D up right here.
And you teach it this way. Always on the wall, play with your chest there. Don't leave your feet. Great contest.
Sadiq White coming up with a big rebound. That guy gets 50-50 balls.
2-point game.
I can't watch this.
You got this, coach.
You cannot let the ball get over the top of your head. Play the ball in the air.
Oh. Syracuse, a quad 1 win, biggest win of the Red Autry era. Jalen Carey doing something that only the Slay did back in the day.
See this pose right here? You can hang this in the loop right here. Put this in the loop. This means it's a lot right there.
Why didn't you start in the game? You dropped 27.
Hey, man, it's not important, coach. It's the team first. I just happen to have 27.
He was thinking about that. Why didn't I start that game right there?
Good point, KC.
Virginia Tech, South Carolina, back and forth. Mike Sherritt jumps for the lead.
Man, that is big. He does so much for this team. So many of the intangibles.
And Hammond's going to tie it.
You go underneath the ball screen. Hammonds, the sophomore, knocks down a big 3. He's a big part of their ability to get easy shots.
Ichi Johnson doesn't get a shot off here. It goes to OT.
How to get his shot off?
In overtime. Look at Hammond.
Hammond gets down the lane, finishes chin on the rim. That's a huge win for Virginia Tech coming up back-to-back losses.
ACC already has more wins this year than all of last year.
Yeah, charity by the SEC right now. No, ACC, they came out far. They're trying to prove a point. I still got faith in the SEC. I'm going to be biased on this one now, y'all.
Shocking.
Great act.
A lot of games tomorrow, man.
Yes,
I'll tell you one thing, big-time games.
Look at that Louisville-Arkansas game.
Yeah. That's going to be one, coach.
Arkansas's got to rebound the ball and defend the 3.
Yeah, on Vander, too. They score.
This halftime report is presented by Jeep. There's only one.
Thanks for calling Discover.
Hi, I just received my new Discover card. It says cashback. What's cashback?
Buy what you need, earn a little extra back.
Even on a baseball bat?
You betcha.
How about a flamethrower?
That's right.
Big time, best time, all the time. Come seek the Royal Caribbean.
It's one of those days we're not cooking dinner, so I pulled into Popeyes.
Smart. Popeyes $20 family meal feeds everyone while you take the night off. Take a holiday from cooking. Got a smaller crew? Get 5 pieces of chicken for $9. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
If you're like I was, you're tired of worn-out plastic mats under your office chair. They dent and crack, and they're uncomfortable to roll on. I found a premium alternative, a glass chair mat by Vitraza. I liked it so much, I bought the company. I'm George Pardo, president of Vitraza. Our glass chair mats are made of super strong glass and protected with a nanotech coating, so you'll always get a smooth, easy glide. And they're beautiful. Tired of replacing plastic? I promise this is the last chair mat you'll need. And we give you a lifetime warranty. Comfort, style, durability. A Vitraza glass chair mat will completely transform your workspace, home office or office office. We stock 18 popular sizes, and we ship free to anywhere in the lower 48. Get the look you deserve. I invite you to shop online at Vitraza.com. Order online and use promo code DEALWEEK to get 20% off any glass chair mat at Vitraza.com.
Liberty Mutual customizes.
Wait, am I in one of those Liberty Mutual commercials where they stand in front of the Statue of Liberty and talk about how Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need?
Yes.
Huh. What happens in this one?
Seagulls.
Oh, I like it. How are you doing?
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. While some see a financial world upended, at T. Rowe Price, curiosity drives our portfolio managers to see opportunity. Active ETFs from T. Rowe Price. Invest with confidence.
This halftime report is presented by Jeep. There's only one.
New CFP rankings revealed tonight. This is the projected bracket. Texas Tech slides up to 4. Ole Miss moves up to 6. Alabama jumps ahead of Notre Dame. Tulane, North Texas, James Madison all ranked. Here comes Braylon Mullins and UConn.
That is a big-time get-to-a-spot, reverse pivot, boom, knock down the jumper. That dude is different.
The balance was different.
Dynamite matchup right now over on ESPN2. The Huskies in front by 2. If Ashley Judd doesn't give a standing ovation for this.
I mean, the dog's clapping. I think you want
Red
me to
Panda not happy.
What's the
Red Panda not happy.
This has been the Jeep halftime report.
Meet Ron. Ron eats, sleeps, and breathes hoops.
Us? Not us.
And there's not a no-look pass, double-double, or a buzzer beater he won't wax poetic on, ad nauseum. But oh, how he can nail a software solution like the best high-screen pick-and-roll you've ever seen. You need Ron. Ron needs a retirement plan. Work with Principal so we can help you help Ron with a retirement and benefits plan that's right for him. Let our expertise round out yours.
If you're like I was, you're tired of worn-out plastic mats under your office chair. They dent and crack, and they're uncomfortable to roll on. I found a premium alternative, a glass chair mat by Vitraza. I liked it so much, I bought the company. I'm George Pardo, president of Vitraza. Our glass chair mats are made of super strong glass and protected with a nanotech coating, so you'll always get a smooth, easy glide. And they're beautiful. Tired of replacing plastic? I promise this is the last chair mat you'll need. And we give you a lifetime warranty. Comfort, style, durability. A Vitraza glass chair mat will completely transform your workspace, home office or office office. We stock 18 popular sizes, and we ship free to anywhere in the lower 48. Get the look you deserve. I invite you to shop online at Vitraza.com. Order online and use promo code DEALWEEK to get 20% off any glass chair mat at Vitraza.com.
There isn't one thing that makes the SEC special. There are a million different things. The students, the legends, the fans, the passions, the traditions. And when it all comes together, it just means more.
No matter what kind of teeth you gotta brush,
Oral-B Electric cleans better with one simple touch. Oral-B's dentist-inspired round brush head hugs him, cleans him, and gets in between them for 100% cleaner teeth. Your perfect clean starts with Oral-B.
Gold standard of creatine monohydrate, which can support daily energy levels, boost mental clarity, build and retain muscle, and help you feel your best. Learn more about Create at trycreate.co.
Mott & Bow is the #1 premium denim company in comfort and style. Their jeans have dynamic stretch technology to provide absolute flexibility. They are probably the most comfortable jeans you'll ever wear. Head on over to mottandbow.com for the perfect balance of fit, style, and comfort.
Since the dawn of time, man has been plagued by itch and irritation from not wiping clean. What man didn't realize is that wetter cleans better. See how Wet Dude Wipes completely clears while Dry TP smears? Ditch the itch and switch to Wet Extra Large Dude Wipes for the best clean, pants down.
Back to Rupp Arena in the ACC-SEC Men's Challenge. Great to have you with us tonight. Second half about ready to get underway. Kentucky and North Carolina tied up at 31 apiece. Dave O'Brien, Jay Will, and Dickie V. And Jay Will first half tight, all tied up at 31. And Kentucky did not hit a three-point shot, but still tied up at 31 apiece.
Look, people can talk all day long about the stagnant offense of Kentucky or the lack of point guard play. You know how you combat that? You just beat the hell out of your opponent on the defensive end. And I think that's what Kentucky has to do. They have to be an elite defensive team, and energy is the only real currency. They had active hands in the first half. They forced UNC into 7 turnovers. Now, some of those turnovers have just been careless, but it's led to a lot of Kentucky fast break point stick where they had 10 on the break.
Yeah, they show right now limited offensively. Their efficiency offensively in the half-court game has not been there right now. I believe they're 0 for 8, right, shooting threes?
Yes.
0 for 8 shooting threes. They got to play better, and they got to utilize their defensive ability to be able to get themselves into the winner's circle. We're coming down to a half. It's tied. And I'll tell you this, it is a must, I think, a must kind of win game for Kentucky. You get beat twice by 2 heavyweights, Michigan State and Louisville. Both games, they basically dominated you, except for the comeback against Louisville. This is important. You're at home. You gotta own your home court. You gotta own this place. Over the years they have.
Now Kentucky opens up with the basketball in the second half, and they turn it over as Jenna went tumbling through the lane. And North Carolina trying to gain the upper hand. Wilson with a touch.
And that's where North Carolina misses Seth Trimble the most in transition. Just a guy who has that frame that can attack the rim relentlessly.
Yeah, he really attacks it. He goes to the foul line. I said he shot 140 free throws last year.
Shot clock at 7.
He's also an elite defender, too.
Stevenson. Long one coming, and that one off the back of the iron by Bogavats.
Stevenson, by the way, came the route of Alabama.
Good pass.
It was the alley over the slam all the way for 2.
Transition play right there. Terrific. That's where they got to get their game. You got to utilize their athletes. Get out, run, baby, run, run.
And Kentucky did a very good job hanging on to the basketball. Like 4 turnovers in the first half for the Cats. Bogavats gives it up. Mazhar off to Evans. Shannon reaching in, and they'll get him for the foul. That'll be number 2.
Bogavats has got to get some shots going. It's run, baby, run. Fill those lanes. Get those lanes. Up we go. Up, up, and away. He's a skywalker like my guy Dave O'Brien.
Never said at any time.
Denzel Aberdeen making that pass. I'm sure Todd Golden of Florida is looking at him play right now and saying, I wish we could have kept him on our roster.
Yeah, exactly.
Always second foul. North Carolina leads the all-time series 25-18. That makes Carolina the most successful program ever against Kentucky, which is college basketball's winningest program.
You know, Hubert Davis, when you think about what he's done, he's like right now, he's a coach that has won 20 or more games in his first 4 years, man. First 4 years. Also a guy that he got to the 100 mark as quickly as 2 others. The guy he had to follow, Mr. Williams, pretty cool. 3 national championships.
Yeah, that's all.
Oh, that's all. and plus all kinds of wins, conference, tournaments, regular season. Roy was one magnificent leader.
I tell you, there's something about that Williams name, Dick.
Yeah.
That's what it is, yeah.
Well, I knew there's something about that Williams name. There's a lot of Williamses out there.
Mazhar with the foul. He picks up his second.
And a lot of them aren't Roy Williams, and a lot of them aren't Jay Williams. But Roy, what a job he did at Kansas, too.
Yeah.
15 years he averaged. You ready for this? He averaged like 30 games a win a year. Over 400-some wins.
You know, one of the things we don't talk about enough in college basketball are just the change of roles. Otega Owe last year was probably the 5th or 6th player on the scouting report. Now he's the #1 player on the scouting report out of every opponent. Denzel Aberdeen was the 6th man for Florida, a national champion. Now he's the leading scorer for this team, and accepting and learning new roles is obviously one of the challenges for this Kentucky team. Kylan Chandler, also another guy, didn't play a lot last year, so I really think it starts on the defensive end, and everything else should translate.
Half-court trap right there. You're talking about challenging. What about challenging to the announcers? Trying to get all these names, trying to get all these guys. There's no stability. The lineup, you got 11, 12 new players every year.
And that's why we need 3-year contracts.
Unbelievable. Get me back to the olden days.
Evans shreds the defense and blocked away, but the return is up and good by Mazhar, the 7-footer.
And that's what, Hubert was talking about earlier today when I spoke to him on the phone. Yesterday, actually. He said, we got to rebound. If we rebound, we're going to be a good team.
So Kentucky by 2 and the basketball here at Rupp Arena. On a cut, Chandler Hill drawn a foul. Kylan Chandler, the sophomore
That's
from
really
Utah.
important to them. Really important to them. They're talking about cutting, screening, and yet movement, spacing. Mark Pope, that's a theory he has.
35-33. Women's college basketball coming your way on Wednesday. Some terrific matchups. Kentucky, Miami, NC State, Oklahoma, Tennessee, number 19 up against Stanford. Chandler at the line.
That women's basketball has gotten so much better. It used to be certainly dominant teams like, Connecticut and Stanford, etc. Now you got multi-teams playing.
Kentucky.
Michigan women look terrific. He won a game by 40 points.
Wildcats trying to get a little bit of breathing room. It's been very difficult to do so far tonight here in Lexington. For either side, from the corner, Stevenson, and too strong.
Kentucky's done this multiple times, going to that 1-3-1. And North Carolina can't settle just for outside shots.
Nice touch by Aberdeen on a crossover and a deuce. He has 10. Stepping into one, Mazhar, but no. Wilson keeps it alive for the second chance.
Again, those second opportunities is big.
Wilson draws a lot of attention.
He gets a third opportunity. What a terrific first step to the goal with that offensive rebound. That little Michael Jordan right there. Michael was so special. That's the long thrill of this game.
Away with the basket. So a pretty solid game. Came in at 13 points a game. Wilson with the follow. No. Mazhar.
They're doing the job on those boards, man. They're doing a job on those boards.
Bogomats from the corner will knock down a triple.
Bogomats can shoot it, but he got the opportunity because of the relentless and the tenacious rebounding.
Aberdeen being hounded by Evans. He'll pull up and fire, and no. So one and done. Carolina the opportunity to tie it. Stevenson wants to do that from the corner, but the three-pointer won't go.
Another rebound right there.
Mazhar with the dunk.
That's how North Carolina stay in the lead. This is their 12th offensive rebound so far in the game.
I think when I look at North Carolina, and I factor in my mind, Trimble putting up with that team, they're going to be really a tough team for people to beat. They're going to be right up there in the battle of the ACC.
Duke with an impressive win over the reigning national champs, the Florida Gators, at Cameron Indoor right before this game. Owe on the top of the slam, and Marino.
Nice play right there, good penetration. Or if you can get into the lane, you can drive and get into the lane, you'll create opportunities. Getting a 3-second area on your drives is so essential.
Stevenson slamming on the brakes and drops in 2.
He showed a lot of potential when he played over at Alabama.
Averaged 8 points, 5 rebounds a game for the Tide last year. And a timeout here with 14:46 to go in the second half in a 1-point game.
Both teams trying to find out their identity in this game. Don't look for the definition of relentlessness in the dictionary. You have found it right there with Caleb Wilson and Oweh doing everything you can. We got a tight one. This one's going to come down to the wire.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. And turn all of your purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
You've asked me that 3 times already.
I did? This is exactly how it started with Mom.
Worried about your brain health? Cerefolin Brain Wellness has a dual-action formula that slows cognitive decline while improving memory, focus, and concentration. Those taking Cerefolin Brain Wellness experienced a slower rate of brain shrinkage. Now also available without a prescription at cerefolin.com and Amazon.
It changed my mind.
Neurologist recommended Cerefolin Brain Wellness.
What if I told you that one of the best things you can do to improve the look and performance of your car can be done for under $20 and in less than 30 minutes?
Fix your cloudy and weathered headlights with Cerakote's #1 best-selling ceramic headlight restoration kit in just 3 easy steps and without power tools. Just wipe, sand, and apply. It's that easy. Cerakote restores and protects, and for as long as you own your vehicle, it's guaranteed. You can trust Cerakote with over 60,000 5-star reviews. Don't wait until it's too late. Buy today for under $20.
Where's your pain?
Right here.
Both knees. Take on the pain with CopperFit Mobilizer. Hyper-advanced compression sleeves. Powered by LumaCore. Blue infrared fibers. Woven into compression fabric. Increase circulation to reduce inflammation. For faster recovery and pain relief.
It's more than just a compression sleeve. And it's really cool that CopperFit was the one to create it.
I'm pain-free. The swelling isn't there.
It's working for me. It's going to work for you. Get yours at mobilizer.com.
Laser X and XT with swipe control. Swipe for super fast reloads. Swipe to choose one of 6 different team colors. Swipe for a 5-second blast shield with new lighting effects and sound design. NXT even shows who hit you. Plus, you get a 300-foot range, inside or out, day or night. Unlimited players. And works with all other Laser X gear. The original, the ultimate Laser X NXT.
This is it. This is as good as it gets in the sport.
Jason Williams drives to the hole. Three-point play.
Are you serious? I don't want my check after this, baby. To sit here and call this Jason Williams. Give me a break. Give me a break.
And after that, you said he looked like a halfback.
Man, one thing, he was a PT peer. He was a diaper dandy. He's a player of the year twice at ABC. My partner here for the first time, Jay Williams.
I know Kentucky fans get angry that we're showing Duke highlights, but I do not care.
I had to show them we were unbelievable that game. 38. You know what, though? I have one negative about it. I have one negative about my research.
I'm open for criticism.
You would have been a 40-point scorer that game, but you missed 4 free throws.
I know.
4 free throws.
Story of my career, Dick. Come on.
I can make them. I got one eye.
Damn it.
You wish you didn't have such a good memory. 14:41 to go here.
When I was diagnosed with HIV, I didn't know who I would be.
But here I am, being me.
Keep being you and ask your healthcare provider about the #1 prescribed HIV treatment, Biktarvy.
Biktarvy is a complete one-pill, once-a-day treatment used for HIV in many people, whether you're 18 or 80. With one small pill, Biktarvy fights HIV to help you get to undetectable and stay there, whether you're just starting or replacing your current treatment. Research shows that taking HIV treatment as prescribed and getting to and staying undetectable prevents transmitting HIV through sex. Serious side effects can occur, including kidney problems and kidney failure. Rare, life-threatening side effects include a buildup of lactic acid and liver problems. Don't take Biktarvy if you take dofetilide or rifampin. Tell your healthcare provider about all the medicines and supplements you take if you are pregnant or breastfeeding or have kidney or liver problems. If you have hepatitis B, don't stop taking Biktarvy without talking to your healthcare provider. Common side effects were diarrhea, nausea, and headache.
No matter where life takes you, Biktarvy can go with you. Talk to your healthcare provider today.
For the perfect present, the perfect place is your local Ace. This Christmas, get free assembly and delivery on your new grill at Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Remembering where you started makes you think where you're going. What if there's another way? Paradigm, the new refillable fragrance by Prada.
At Macy's, the fragrance destination.
Skincare can start in the laundry room. That's why I always recommend All Free Clear for sensitive skin. It's free of dyes and perfume.
It's a key part of my self-care routine and is gentle for my skin and hers too.
For an effective clean that's gentle on skin, all you need is All Free Clear.
Sell in all the places with Shopify. Online, in person, and across social. And track every cha-ching, all in one place. When it's time to sell everywhere, it's time for Shopify. Start your free trial today.
One of these people uses the Colgate Total Active Prevention System. It's 15 times more effective at fighting the root cause of many oral health problems. As for the other guy,
Sarah, good luck.
be dentist ready with Colgate Total.
So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking about our honeymoon. What about Africa, safari, swim with elephants, hot air balloon rides, lions growling in the giraffes that come in through your window?
Wait, can we afford a safari? Great question. Like everything, it takes a little planning.
Or put the money towards a down payment?
With enough room for a baby?
Babies.
Baby.
Let's take a look at those scenarios.
JP Morgan Wealth Management has advisors in Chase branches and tools like Wealth Plan to help keep you on track. When you're planning for it all, the answer is JP Morgan Wealth Management.
People at home, you got a chance to see Dick Vitale's top freshman. Here are my year one problems in college basketball. That's what I call them. Caleb Wilson, an absolute star. Darren Peterson, AJ DeBonsa, Koa Pete. Now, I've said this before, Dick. I want to see if you agree on it, okay? When I think about Caleb Wilson, I think about Jermaine O'Neal style of player, right? Still raw, still athletic. We threw some names out there before, Antoine Jamison, Marvin Williams, Vince Carter. I think he is that type of elite talent that I have not seen North Carolina had since those players.
They were pretty good players they had years ago, man. What about the Jordan team? They hooked up with Perkins and Worthy on the front line. Trying to deal with that. Deal with that.
Shot clock violation here.
And that's what I was talking about, the sides, the frame. Obviously, Jermaine O'Neal's game expanded offensively with the skill set. I still think there is a ton of room of improvement for a guy like Caleb Wilson offensively, but still, the foundational tool set, it is special.
Oh, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. You can't teach many of the things he can do. That skill set is there. He's going to get stronger physically. He's going to get really more experience. And he's going to be a shooter. You know, when Jordan started, he wasn't the greatest shooter in the world. He made himself an incredible shooter. Worked at it, and he became, I mean, it's unbelievable what he became. I really like him. I really like that kid. I think that guy is going to be a big influence in that lane in ACC competition.
So Carolina by 1. Illich inside. Kept on moving.
Nice drop step. You know, UB Brown would love that. UB Brown was a great clinician teaching all those moves.
Wilson lost it, got it back, powers it up. No. And rebound tipped out, and it'll be Kentucky basketball.
Well, Henry Mazhar, this is how you earn a bucket here, fighting through contact and finishing. When you think about North Carolina's front line, Mazhar and Wilson average a combined 36 points per game. And that's how they play.
One thing Mazhar uses either hand. He's very effective with either hand. He could also step out and make the three.
They had 20 against Kansas, 24 against St. Bonaventure. Oway trying to operate. Stevenson pushing him out. Here's Aberdeen, who's had a very good game. Off the dribble. Here's Garrison up top. Got it.
It's nice when you get a big guy who can step out. They do that in the NBA, that's for sure. But they use that three too much. I mean, teams take 50 threes. I mean, come on. Come on.
Kentucky knocking back their first triple of the game. Downtown Powell can't answer.
Shot that too quick. Shot that too quick.
But this big crowd, they are dying to get involved. North Carolina with a turnover.
That should have been a foul. That looked like a foul.
North Carolina off the Kentucky mistake, has the basketball back.
Eubank really works the sidelines. He really active, man. He plays harder than all the players.
Evans trying to penetrate, give it away. Oway on the attack and draws the foul.
Foul before the score.
And this is exactly what you want Oway to do, right? I thought that was a foul off a push. But what you love about Kentucky, no excuses. They get back, defensive transition, they break down the ball, they end up once again pushing the ball in transition. You knew Oway was going to finish at that time.
You were ready to criticize the official on that call. Don't criticize these guys.
No.
Those guys work so hard.
No, they do well. Oh, come on. It's being critical. Hey, what the officials do, I think, is great for the game of basketball. I love what they're doing. I just thought they may have missed one.
A look at tonight's Wooden Watch.
We miss them. We miss them. Players miss their shots.
I agree.
Oway with a second. Brought to you by Principal, the Wooden Watch, and Wilson at 20 points, a game 7th in the ACC. Carolina needs him here in these last 12 minutes. It's a lot to ask of a freshman, but averaging 20 and 10.
He's not a normal freshman, I'll tell you that.
And a whistle, a foul, 3.6 on the shot clock.
You know, look at the ACC. Last year was really struggling. But right now this year, I think the ACC's a lot better.
Kentucky on top, 49-44, the ACC-SEC Challenge.
I want to taste your banana pudding. You taste my banana pudding. It's on. It's on.
I was going to say, will you marry me?
Is my makeup messy? Yes, it's messy.
Save 2 times more for all of life's moments. With the bank that's your ally.
Every year we come back here. The comfort, the joy, the table we've always shared. After all these years, it's still the same. Our home for the holidays since 1969. Merry Christmas from Cracker Barrel.
There has never been a worse time.
Today's digital world is full of risks. I present to you the world's most protected business.
Creed, we have AT&T Dynamic Defense.
It prevents malicious threats. How are people supposed to get in? There's no door.
Somebody say door?
Light 'em up, Bobby. My man.
Can I do this on a budget?
Easy.
Shop Lowe's Black Friday deals all week for great deals across the store and online. Your choice offers and thousands of gifts under $50. Get more holiday for less.
I can't find the game.
Xfinity has all the best live and streaming games in one place. All you gotta do is speak it into the remote.
Houston Rockets.
See? Magic.
Pepperoni pizza and Reggie Miller.
Oh! Brick oven, extra cheese. And you could bring up Indiana Pacer stats.
What are you gonna do next? Walk on water? And then they have all the odds right there.
I'll be watching the game poolside. Marco! Polo! Is that my swimsuit? It's like a glove. He stays in great shape.
I love it here.
It is B Week at ESPN. We highlight the urgent need for cancer research. And thanks to Principal Foundation's generosity, you can double your impact at matching up to $1 million in donations during B Week. If you're able, please visit b.org/donate. 100% of donations go directly to cancer research. Last season, the SEC not only won the challenge, they thumped the ACC 14-2. Jay Will, that has not been the case so far tonight.
No, Syracuse got a really big win over Tennessee. Duke beat Florida. Virginia Tech beat South Carolina. This thing is still in motion, but a way better showing for the ACC overall, considering the domination of the SEC. I really think the SEC had the best conference maybe in the history of basketball last year.
They were unbelievable. The depth in the league was incredible. I think this year the ACC is really an improved conference. I really do. They got some good clubs up top when you talk about Duke, and certainly you look at Louisville and this Carolina team. I really think they're going to come to really like them once they get Trimble back.
Mazhar with a nice move in tight. Fouled by Garrison as he made the basket, goes to the line for a three-point play.
I'm impressed with him. I mean, really, I like the, he knows how to use his size, Jay. He's inside, he knows how to post, he knows when to step out. He really seems to understand how to play.
You know, last year he led Arizona in plus-minus, so extremely efficient on the court. Vic, as you alluded to before, can score with both hands, also can spread the court. But still, there's a toughness and a rim protector that he brings to the table each and every night.
That's 13.
You just sit there and you wonder, why would a kid leave? He's doing so well
I can tell you
out
why.
in Arizona.
I can tell you why.
NIL.
You know it.
Noah lines up in transition, got a great look. Aberdeen's having a really good game. Taken away, tied up. Possession arrow will take it to the other end. The whistle there by
really good
K.
player for the Gators, and he didn't even start that team. But he was a good player. The Gators really missed that kid playing, man. Clutch, he was clutch.
Hey, you know, I get it, players at times try to bait refs for the foul, but I don't know what kind of shot attempt that was by Aberdeen. If you're going to go to the rack, go two hands, go strong, and embrace the contact.
Kentucky by 2, Carolina with the ball. Jared Stevenson, the Alabama transfer.
And this is what North Carolina is. Make it intentional to give the ball down low.
Mazhar doing what he wants with it, but short. He's had a big impact on this one for the Tar Heels tonight. Chandler with it. 49% from three-point territory. He'll draw a foul on the drive. With 10:44 to go, and the foul.
This game can come down to the free throw line. Making your free throws could be big in this game down the stretch. Take a look right here, Mazhar. I really like this kid. Right here, now look at him in the lane. Oh, look at those little head fakes, a jump hook, jump shot. I mean, like, it's a jump hook in the lane. It's an effective shot. Other guys can't do that very well. A guy named Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was unbelievable with that shot. Yeah. He's more of a sweeping hook, yeah.
Sky
hook. Legit sky sweeping hook.
Yes.
That's something you just don't see in basketball.
Up in the
anymore.
rafters.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's my producer in my ear correcting me. He said, Jabbar sweeping. What are you going to give me now? I'm going to get a technical? Come on, man. Give me a break. Give me. It's 86 years old. At this hour, I should be sleeping for 3 hours.
It's a fair point.
Get me fired up here. Get me fired up.
Pass knocked out of play with 10.5 to go.
North Carolina did this a ton in the first half where they telegraphed pass. utilize the ball fake, but be strong with the ball. Done a better job in the second half, but limiting turnovers down the stretch is going to be critical for the Tar Heels.
Well, remember this, the Michigan State game, I watched that game against Carolina. That was really anybody's game until the last 5 minutes. In the last 5 minutes, Michigan State just dominated. What a job Tom Izzo's done with that club. I love Fears. Are you kidding me? That kid is special. That kid doesn't get the PR he should. I get on this game, so I'm going to get this guy PR, baby. I'm going to take care of that dude. Henry, I love you.
Foul. And 10-11 to go.
I don't love him as much as Hubert Davis loves him.
What a great pocket pass here by Dixon. Most players look for contact, but Mazhar went over the top of everybody.
Oh, what a nice play down the lane. He's going to play at the next level.
And look at that.
About it.
Two hands strong with the ball.
Yeah. You were strong with the ball.
Noah at the line.
When I thought about your team, it reminded me of my buddy Jimmy V used to always say to me, you can't win a national title without really 3 quality players. Well, when you won that title, correct me if I'm wrong, you had Boozer, you had you, and you also had Battier.
We had Battier. We had a guy named Mike Dunleavy, who's now the GM for the Golden State Warriors, Chris Duhon.
You have more than 3.
We had a lot of offensive weapons.
And you had a great coach on the sideline. I say from today, I've said it today and I'll say it again. Mike Krzyzewski to me is the greatest coach of all time. When you factor in, I know he's had the national titles with John Wooden, but he doubled them in wins. And then he has 3, but he did internationally, gold medals.
Well, this has happened several times here in the second half. Kentucky starts to get a little bit of breathing room, and here comes the crowd again. They are dying to cheer on a cold night in Lexington. Dixon in traffic, got it loose to Powell. Shot clock inside 10 here for North Carolina. Mazhar commanding the ball again. Dixon to the baseline, drives it. It's Marino once again with the stop as the shot clock expires.
I think North Carolina missed a prime opportunity right there. Mazhar was calling for the ball down low in the block. But once again, give it to your best player on the court.
Especially a guy who's having a great game.
Exactly.
You got to go to your hot players. They make sure they went to you against Kentucky. 7 threes.
Follow is under review for a possible shot clock violation.
Just make some free throws.
You have to love the way that Kentucky is responding. Most teams, when they have a week off, they come out flat. But the sense of urgency they've had on the defensive end, how active hands, guys are communicating, that's stuff that we did not see in the Michigan State game.
Well, I'll tell you this, Mark Pope has done a terrific job. I love his positive attitude. He's got that mentality of, we're going to be good. We're going to be good. And he makes people believe it.
Looking at the shot clock on your lower left. So they're at the monitor. Don Daly and Joe Lindsay and KB Burdett. Kentucky players all know what they think. Marino and company believing that was a violation by North Carolina. 9:40 left and another tight one in the ACC-SEC challenge. Before this one, Duke and Florida came right down to the final couple of seconds. And Duke would hang on with a 1-point victory.
Well, they found a way to win that game because they looked like they were in trouble at the end.
I know Big Blue Nation is worried about this Kentucky team, considering the way they beat Purdue, then they lose to Georgetown exhibition games, and obviously losing to 2 top 25 opponents. But, this season is a marathon, not a sprint. You hope they can get a guy like Quayton's back. We'll see about a guy like Lowe. But the energy and the effort that Kentucky is playing with tonight is imperative for how they are.
The ball was out of bounds on North Carolina, Kentucky basketball.
So the Wildcats will take over. And up by 4. Neither side able to break free. and really get a foothold on this thing. Both North Carolina and Kentucky have lost to the same opponent, to Michigan State. Kentucky losing at Madison Square Garden by 17. And North Carolina lost to them at Fort Myers 74-58.
But it was very deceiving. With 5 minutes to go, it was anybody's game. It was anybody's game.
I just want to say for the record, that was a great job by the referees making the right call there.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, good job. That's what that's what just for the record.
Sees the sweetheart. Johnson in close, no. And foul, that'll go the other way. 9:26 left.
And Kentucky knows, Mark Pope, he knows in practice he was on them and working them defensively, working them about effort, because he knows these fans here, they want wins, man. They want wins.
Malachi Marino with his second foul for Kentucky. Mazhar has 9 of the last 11 points for Carolina. Goes for the dunk.
Interference. They're down. You know, Carolina right now is 3rd in the nation of all time in wins. And number 1, Kentucky. Kentucky is number 1, and number 2 is Kansas.
Look, that was a good shot. North Carolina is 4 of 15 from the three-point line. Being intentional, having older guards saying, hey, look, let's prioritize it to get the ball down low is what Carolina knows to do.
The dish underneath off the hand of Marino, though. 53-49. Kentucky coming in number 18, North Carolina number 16. And tomorrow on Thursday, the ACC-SEC Challenge rolls on. Women's games on SEC Network and the ESPN app. Evans into the corner for Stevenson.
Good spacing. You want to be 15, 17 foot apart so that people can't give a lot of help on you. Get some good angles.
Wilson, little fall away.
That's a tough shot. Tough shot.
Away in transition. Aberdeen lets fly. And too strong.
Over the back.
Yep, they're going to get Yelovich for the foul. Over the back. That's his first. And their 15th foul. Wilson, only 9 points to this juncture.
Well, Kentucky doing a really good job of being physical with him and knocking him off his spot. And you thought he was going to have some poise there to work his man down low on the block, but ended up taking a turn-away fadeaway. And those shots are a win for Kentucky.
And it also hurt him in the game against Michigan State. The physicality of Michigan State. Kohler and Gang. Well, I love that kid Fears. You like him?
Reminds me of Mateen Cleaves.
Yeah. Plays with such passion.
Wilson with an errant toss. Intended for Mazhar, but nowhere near.
Can't give up those kind of possessions. He just can't give it up. Somebody's going to leave here happy, and somebody's going to be sad. The beauty of sports.
Marino. Aberdeen. Had a very active game. In and out. Just wouldn't stay down.
Be patient. Give Mazhar some touches in that post. Good things happen. He has the ball in there.
Gives up his dribble. Back for Evans. Evans keeps on trucking and swatting away. Marino's going to be an elite shot blocker. McDonald's All-American out of Georgetown, Kentucky. The lead is right up over that iron, too. Mazhar's had some answers in this one. He's had an excellent second half for North Carolina.
The Disney Resorts Collection is the most magical place to stay at the most magical place on Earth. Here, the magic is up early, giving you extra time in any of the 4 theme parks every day, and welcoming you back with even more magical moments. Spring into magic and save up to 25% on rooms at select Disney Resort hotels. Why would you stay anywhere else?
the one-of-a-kind joy of Kellogg's cereal and ice-cold milk.
The new SpongeBob movie Search for SquarePants menu just dropped at Burger King. Dive into 4 delicious treasures while you still can. Hey, where'd my Krabby Whopper go? The SpongeBob movie, only in theaters, December 19th.
Wait a minute. You can shop for anything on the internet. Wait a minute. But there's only one place to get what you want. StockX. Now you know.
Top to bottom, the best league in the country by far.
The SEC. SEC Network, your home for SEC men's basketball.
The NBA is happening Christmas Day. 5 games, 1 unforgettable lineup. It's the holiday tradition.
Christmas is our day. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year!
NBA Christmas Day begins at noon on ABC and ESPN.
There is nothing like the feeling of coming home to yourself after a struggle with cancer. For nearly 80 years, Dana-Farber has given people their life back because nothing is as effective against cancer as discovery after discovery after discovery. Dana-Farber is Boston's cancer specialist. We can help you come home again.
When my hair started thinning, I didn't want to hear the wisecracks.
I was ignoring my hair because I was a full-time working mother, but luckily I found Nutrafol.
My hair was getting stronger and thicker.
And I finally feel like myself again.
We are Create. We designed the gold standard creatine monohydrate gummy, which can support daily energy levels, boost mental clarity, and build and retain muscle. Learn more at trycreate.co.
No Taurus Reed for UConn in the fog tonight, but Eric Ryba makes a play.
Yeah, Ryba saw the guard create space. He went and ate up the space. Block party, who's invited? Yeah, a little bit of everybody.
17 for Ball, 17 for Mullins OB. Big win for UConn.
Rupp Arena, Kentucky with the lead 53-49, despite the fact they're at 1 for 11.
Wow, 1 for 11. I could go out there right now, 86 and make 1 out of 11.
Another season low is 7. First 3, so way down tonight, and yet in front, a whistle as Wilson went up strong, and the freshman to the line.
The foul is on Yelovich. That's his second and the team's 6th.
And that's what he's so good at. Has 24 more free throw attempts than anybody on this team. Gets to the free throw line 8 times a night.
That's because of his ability, so explosive, so athletic. Great first step.
Dickie, your big raffle is coming up, and that lovely Porsche that you've already promised me a ride in.
Yeah, hey, let me tell you this, people. I need all the people from Duke, right down the line, Kentucky, Carolina, Kansas, Connecticut, all you basketball fans, go out and get yourself a raffle chance and help me raise money for kids battling cancer. Just go to v.org/Vital Raffle and get a ticket, $100, chance to win an expensive car. v.org/Vital Raffle.
Chandler wants to attack off the fake. Shot clock down to 4. And a couple of misses in close. They've gone 6 minutes without a field goal, Kentucky.
And they're leading. Because Carolina has not taken their strength in this game has been the play of Mazhar on the interior. And I don't think they get the ball enough, Jay.
So after that last foul, both North Carolina bigs, in particular Wilson, had his hands on his knees. He looks absolutely exhausted. We talked a lot about depth for North Carolina. Wilson and Mazhar having to play, 30-plus minutes a night. And that's what Kentucky's doing. They're moving and wearing them down. It's going to come down to, can they find that third, fourth win to execute late in this game?
And Carolina only playing 8 guys. 7 stiff minutes. And Marino at the line at 63%. Top 30 prospect who said to stay home.
And 1 over 2. Good court pressure. Full court pressure.
Mazhar back to Evans, and he'll set it up for Hubert Davis. Ogavats down on the baseline and tied up. Possession arrow will take it to the other end. So it'll be Kentucky ball.
I'm surprised Evans is looking for more shots. He shot like better than 40% when he played last year. I believe it's Colorado State, right?
Yeah, well, always speeding him up. He's relentless like a pit bull on the ball. And when they speed up North Carolina's guards haven't made the best, most efficient decisions with the rock.
Low-scoring affair. It has not been an oil painting. Chandler will misfire. Wilson keeps it alive.
Shot the ball too quick. Shot the ball. Patience usually leads to better shots and to points.
Evans.
They missed this. They had Mazhar in the box inside. Put a little bounce in goal.
You came out of your seat. Evans can't cash in. And over the back and a whistle.
That would frustrate me as a coach, and that would frustrate, I'm sure, Hubert. I mean, Mazhar was in great post position.
Look at
a good angle, drop the ball. Yeah, drop the ball inside. Get the ball to the post. Introduce yourself to him. Come on, man.
But also, you don't need to stop your dribble. And if you do stop your dribble, use a reverse pivot, create an angle for the right post entry pass.
I like that little reverse layup. That's great. Little reverse layup. Get that book reverse layup, make the good angle, and drop it in.
There you go.
Jonathan Powell,
that's
second
cool.
foul. Oway at the line.
Did you do that? You didn't have to do it. You went and scored.
So Chris Duhon did more of the post entry passing.
Oway, excellent foul shooter, 90%. Preseason SEC Player of the Year. He's had a good defensive game, Jay.
Well, he's had a better defensive game than he has offensively, but that's how good players get themselves into the game. Mark Pope talked a lot earlier today about Oway learning to love his game. And loving your game starts on the defensive end because that's who he is, and that will translate to good offense.
The 6-point lead in this one is sizable with under 6 minutes to go in Lexington. Ogavats had to adjust the shot. Evans got a wide open look. Another man down and another whistle with 5:50 remaining.
OB, a wide open look is what Kentucky wants. They want North Carolina to settle for jump shots. At some point, Carolina's going to have to attack the paint. And that's where they've dominated. They've had double-digit offensive rebounds, a ton of second-chance points, and go back to the bread and butter.
Well, you know, when you look at Carolina, you're really supposed to have good shooters in Ogavats and in Evans. And neither guys making shots.
Ogavats with a miss. Oway up for the rebound. So Kentucky working on a 6-point lead without a field goal in 7.5 minutes, guys.
Always more of a scorer, attacking when he is a guy to shoot.
There it is, turn that corner.
Oh, blocked by Wilson.
Great play by Wilson defensively there. Took away the driving angle of Oway.
Wilson to the other end, off the bump, but just didn't hit.
Time. That was big time, special. You can't teach that. You cannot teach that. You can work all he wants in the gym with that. You're not teaching that kind of move.
Colin Chandler. Long run on the way and barely getting on top of the iron there, grazing the iron by Ilovich.
Now possessions have become really big. You got to make sure the right people are getting the ball at the right place on the court. Oh, man.
Ogavats off the back iron.
Didn't need that shot. You got big guys inside. Be patient.
This is amazing. 8.5 minutes without a field goal for the number 18 team in the country on their home floor. 1 for 13 from 3. Aberdeen couldn't end it there. And that drought continues for Kentucky if they have the lead. Wilson rising up, he'll draw the foul.
Hey, Wilson really, you can see, has the unbelievable ability for the NBA. His transition.
How about his ability to maintain his balance off the bump right there? And he jumps looking at us over at the scorer's table and pivots midair. Look, pivots midair for a shot at the rim. Are you kidding me?
And the guy that used to pivot mid-air Mr. Jordan. He can do any kind of pivot.
Don't do that to him, Dick. Don't keep comparing him to Jordan. Don't do that to poor Caleb Wilson.
Wilson with 11 points, 10 rebounds. So that is 5 consecutive double-doubles for the freshman. First time a North Carolina freshman has done that.
Got those long arms, man. Those long arms.
Hubert talked a lot about his personality, how much he loves coaching him, not only on the floor, but off the floor.
That's been a great kid. Great kid.
Well, for the Cats, it's been a dreadful shooting game beyond the three-point line. Clinging to a 2-point lead now as we approach 4 minutes to go. Aberdeen.
Sue really wants this game now, man. So when you separate winners to losers, you got to really want it.
Aberdeen with a triple. Not there. In transition. Good run out for 2, and a basket by Zayden High.
That was a terrific pass. What a great look that was. That was not an easy pass to make. Right over the top of the defense. Tar Heels are back, baby. They're back. They're back, the Tar Heels.
Kentucky takes the timeout, tied at 56, a 6-0 run.
Get a large stuffed crunch crust for $9.49 from Little Caesars. It has delicious breadcrumbs on a cheese stuffed crust that make it, what's the word?
It's crunch-tastic.
You read my mind, kiddo. Get the lowest price in stuffed crust for only $9.49. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza, pizza.
And Doug.
There it is, Limu, the 50-yard line. Soon we'll be telling the whole stadium how Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance. To save people hundreds! Whoa. Looks like we're walking. We'll get them at halftime. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. For the perfect present, the perfect place is your local Ace. This Christmas, order online and we'll deliver same day, or have it ready for pickup in 15 minutes. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
With hundreds of sales every week, eat well for less at Whole Foods Market.
Hey, hey, hey! What you got to say? Say hey, hey, hey! What you got
New Balance. We got now.
Math, history, social studies. It's all been leading up to this moment. Life is short, but lunch is shorter. That's the Lunchables effect.
All right, so let's get started.
Wave hello to Zane. He's king of the ping.
Hi, Zane.
For every one sentence spoken on a call, he has 3 comments, 2 memes, and 4 emojis to contribute. A flood of positivity during every single meeting.
Thanks, Zane.
But oh, how his passion for product management takes your team from level 0 to level Zane. You need Zane. Zane needs benefits. Work with Principal so we can help you help Zane with a retirement and benefits plan that's right for him. Let our expertise round out yours.
So coming up next, the star of the game will be joining Sports Center. And so will John Shire. Duke with a big win. The victory over Florida at Cameron Indoor. And why is Alabama ranked higher than Notre Dame in the CFP bracket? That and more coming up on Sports Center. Kentucky 0 for their last 13.
Well, you think about a guy like Caleb Wilson. Look at the basketball acumen here. Look at the step through to the opposite side of the rim. That is the type of craftiness that even in a poor shooting night, Caleb Wilson has around the block. He's able to find different ways to get shots off at the rim using that long wingspan.
Yeah, he's 5 for 18 from the field. Though he does have 11 rebounds, along with 14 points.
And this is the biggest thing for Kentucky down the stretch. Who is going to be the game manager? Who can be the playmaker to make plays for themselves or other teammates?
always driving ability can help getting in that lane.
Johnson outside for Chandler. Shot clock to 6. Inside Moreno and swatted away, and a foul by Wilson, denying them what appeared to be a certain field goal on the dunk.
Good play right there. Put him on the free throw line. Doesn't look at Chandler Lowe. They're hoping to get him back. He's got a real major shoulder problem, so it's going to be a while before he plays. But he's the kind of kid who's a true understanding the point guard position.
Well, he averages 5 assists per game, but also in ball screens when he can do that in the middle of the court. He's a great read and react type of player and can make the right decision with the rock. I do like what Mark Pope did there on a 5-out, keeping the floor open for Moreno to get a slip to the rim.
He's a really good player at Pittsburgh. Mark Pope is such a believer. He really believes in the positive attitude.
Was played for Rick Pitino on the 1996 Kentucky National Championship.
They're going to play each other this year in Atlanta.
That's Kentucky by a point, amazingly enough, with all these shots they've missed. An incredible drought for the Cavs.
See, here's where you got to really take your time and know right here, this kid is a key player, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, sir. I mean, that kid's been the best player on the floor tonight.
Yep,
I know Wilson's great talent, but he's been the best player on the floor tonight.
With Carolina up by 1 under 3 minutes to go. Owe. 1-on-1, goes strong and lays it in.
That's his game. That's his game. Clear it out, let him go 1-on-1 and attack the rim. He's very strong. He's quick. He got a great first step. His game is not shooting the ball. Look at a wire game, man. Unbelievable.
It doesn't sit well with us. $1.7 trillion of your hard-earned money sitting in traditional bank accounts, collecting more dust than interest. So we reimagine savings, offering better rates than traditional bank savings accounts. With Vanguard Cash Plus, you can earn up to 8 times more interest.
8 times? I like that.
8 times? I like that.
Vanguard.
So how many teams in the country can do a big-on-big ball screen? Look at this action by North Carolina. You know, great reverse pivot, and that's Caleb Wilson setting the screen. Bigs aren't used to guarding that action on the defensive end.
And then Mr. Elway, they clear it out. He goes 1-on-1, so strong. That body protects the ball. I remember that game with Oklahoma, and he would not let Kentucky lose. And that's what he's going to have to do here tonight if they're going to leave a happy group and get Big Blue Nation to leave happy.
Out of the corner, the long jumper knocked down by Bogavats.
He was known as a shooter maybe coming into the game. All the scouting reports had it down. Could shoot the rock.
By the way, who made the play? Nobody else other than Caleb Wilson.
Kentucky won for their last 14. Can't get this one to go. Back into the hands of Always. He'll draw the foul. Kentucky, before that last field goal, before the timeout, had not hit a shot going all the way back to the 13:08 mark of this game. Bogavats just picked up his 4th foul, by the way. So Owe 90% at the line. Misfires on the first one.
Usually happens when you try to praise a kid.
Yes.
The announcer's jinx. That's what you did, OB?
Yeah.
Well, Dickie B called me out, so I guess that's accurate. How am I going to argue with that? Number 2, he'll roll that in. 1-point affair. Bogavats back ahead for Stevenson.
Well coached right there, stepping into there. Post player against the pressure.
Bogavats thought about it. He'll drive it and a reach and a foul.
Bogavats just knows how to play. He really does. He did that a little tough not shooting, but he really understands the game and how to play it.
Chandler's 3rd.
But splits the defense, creates a situation to get fouled. Now he's got to convert it, man.